true heel heat. Yes, it is I, Holly Cameron, and I'm in your phones, but I'm also making an appearance, True Heel Heat. I've been told it's a fantastic podcast. Why haven't you had me on it, huh? Where's my invitation? I think you guys need to feel the right need to get some, some rap in the show. So let me know.
Hello. It is me, your True Hill Phenom SP3, and we are live on the True Hill Heat YouTube and Facebook for AEWramble 228 Champions of Wrath, discussing last night's AEW Dynamite Winter is Coming 2025, featuring the crowning of new and first ever AEW Women's Tag Team champions, and of course the continuation of the Continental Classic plus the AEW World Championship defended in the main event. And of course, to discuss that, I am joined by my esteemed colleague. He is the man of nearly 60,000 subscribers. You go to him for your TV and movie reviews. You go to him for your honest criticisms of Tony Khan and All Elite Wrestling. He is the one and only Jimmy Macram. How are you feeling?
I'm good. Relatively speaking, at least. Let's see how the show goes. I make no promises.
That's usually how it works here on AEWramble. If this is your first time watching, welcome. We are here every Thursday at 1:05-ish p.m. Eastern Time, discussing AEW Dynamite on Wednesday nights. We review it here for the last 228 episodes. So we appreciate y'all for joining us here. We appreciate y'all if you're joining us live. Huh?
I need kids. Stop pulling out or something. I'm available for this horseshit 220-something weeks out of it. Jesus. Nothing came up ever.
Well, we at least we're gonna get you get 1 week off. In 2 weeks Christmas because Thursday, Christmas lands on a Thursday this year.
Oh, well, that's good. I'll take it.
Yeah. So you get the 1 week off because we would usually film it on Friday, but then AEW has a pay-per-view on Saturday, so we have to do a preview for that show.
Awesome.
There you go. So the preview, there you go. Preview is that the preview will be us talking about AEW Dynamite and previewing World's End. That's what we're gonna do. So you'll see me and Maggie talk about, and J News probably. So you get a little bit more. You get a little bit more perspective. Probably a little bit more positive than Jimmy. But for joining us live, appreciate y'all for watching us on demand. Remember to show your appreciation back. The simplest way possible is by dropping a thumbs up on this video. It helps us out so rhythm for other AEW fans like yourself or any wrestling fans like yourself that want to see the review. You can also share this video with all your wrestling fans, friends, and family on all your favorite social media platforms. If you are new to the True Hill Heat YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell to stay notified for all the great content here. And of course, you can sound off in the comment section if you're watching us on demand. And if you're with us live, you can sound off in the live chat. We love to interact with all of you. Hear your thoughts on AEW Dynamite. Winter is coming and what you thought about last night's show. We'll try to highlight as many of your comments as possible. But of course, if you're feeling generous, you want to give back to what we do here, you want to show your support to the True Hill Heat, you can send a super chat donation. Any dollar amount matters. It goes back to contributors that you see on screen with us here. And we always appreciate the support, especially in the holiday season. We got our first super chat donation. And of course, for the first super chat donation, you get the mic so you can
speak, bitch. Come on now. Oh my God, Shivani. What the hell is wrong with you?
Shivani. Chuck Berry saying, okay, I get chicken giving Fletcher a strong match. Okada should look strong as he did as well. Even Kenny the Jet Knight is believable to me, but Speedball Mike Bailey ? Explanation point. Hell no.
I'm with you, sir. At least in theory, I understand. But Fletcher appears to be going more along the lines of a Ric Flair like heel, which I don't mind. It takes him 20 minutes to beat everybody. Apparently, I'm here for it. For some reason,
he did that as TNT champion, so he established it similar to what Flair did in the 70s as U.S. champion.
Yeah, I like it. It worked out.
Yeah, it worked out.
If you ask me, Speedball's ridiculous. Yes, he's ridiculous. No 4.5, 5-star match is gonna fix that. You still wearing those shoes. You still have a headband. Still a fucking mullet. Stop it.
He's a very reliable, consistent mid-card to upper-card babyface.
Whoa. We almost had it. Good job. Mid-card babyface. Full fucking
I say upper mid-card. Upper mid-card is like a TNT champion one day.
TNT champion is the European title. That's mid-card. Mid-card
exactly.
wrestler. It's not no upper mid-card. No upper mid-card European champions. Stop it.
D'Lo Brown? What are you talking
about? Shawn Michaels was European champion.
Shawn Michaels was European champion.
David Arquette was world champion. D'Lo Brown. I'm not letting you get away with that. What? Love you, D'Lo.
D'Lo Brown's one of the greatest European champions of all time.
Yeah, that says quite a bit, don't it?
Looking at the real deal now. Woo! Bringing that dope ass out here on the street. Thank you so much for the super chat donation, Chuck Berries. Eric Isaac says, congrats to the babes of rap. Salute to Samoa Joe on his own tribute to John Cena last night doing the STFU on Kingston. Some people miss he hit the AA right before the STFU as well.
Very true. That's much more fucking tribute than STF. He just does that.
Yeah, he already does that, except he just did the salute with it this time.
Yeah.
So dope. You knew. Yeah, that was dope. And I love Kingston responding by just biting. That is an Eddie Kingston response. We got a proper Eddie Kingston performance last night.
Yes. If only we didn't bite in a match before that. Twice.
Well, they did set that up. They had foreshadowing the week prior. We got a super chat donation once again here, but this time we got our good brother Fitzgerald here in the chat. Thank you so much for the super chat donation.
Killer, but don't push me. That's Tupac.
I think it's gonna play. We got Fitzgerald saying, Dax, I think in wrestling, the older you get, the more you complain about 5-star matches. I also think the older you get, the more you secretly wish you had 5-star matches. Matt Hardy was heated. Laughing emoji, laughing emoji. Did you see the whole drama between Dax Harwood and Matt Hardy?
Boy, oh boy, this sounds like the least interesting drama ever. No, I didn't see it. Please.
It is pretty. It is not very interesting. But what happened is, I guess yesterday, Matt Hardy came out with his latest episode of the Extreme Life with Matt Hardy, the podcast with John Alba. And they basically talked about, Matt Hardy basically said he wants TNA to be more about characters and stories. And he was like, AEW can do their 5-star matches. He doesn't want that for TNA. He wants characters and stories. That's how they've been growing. He thinks that's how they'll grow more going on AMC. And then John Alba kind of pushed back against that. He was like, can't you have both? Can't you do both? Like he's like, hasn't the best wrestling been like when you've been able to kind of balance both? But Matt was kind of staying 10 toes down on his opinion. So that basically started a discourse among wrestling Twitter, which basically got wind from Dax Harwood. Apparently, this is what I'm putting together from what everybody is saying here. I'm not saying like, but Dax put out the tweet that basically is what Fitzgerald put here in the chat about the 5-star matches, and he was like, whatever a 5-star match is at the end. And then he basically, someone was like ripping apart or it's called Meltzer like a moron in the chat, and he was just like, oh, he doesn't think he's an idiot. He was like, he doesn't agree with a lot of his star ratings, and he was like, he thinks that Heart Foundation versus Demolition at SummerSlam is a 5-star matchup, while Dave thinks it's 2. So he was like, we could disagree to disagree. That's his opinion. It's not about anything like that. So basically, what Matt did is he quote tweeted the original tweet, which was about the 5 stars and everything, and then he basically screenshot that response to another fan and then put it a part of his tweet, and he put out a big tweet that was basically like, oh, I believe on wrestling Twitter, if you are going to moan about someone's take, you should at least tag them. So at Dax Harwood or at Dax FTR, he was like, no, that's not what I was saying. And he was like, what I'm saying is that I don't want them to be about 5-star matches. And I just think that AEW focused too much on the wrestling and not enough on the stories and the characters. And he was like, I want AEW to grow, but he was like, this is what, we've been doing in TNA, and we're packing the house, and that's how you're going to push the business forward. So he was like, whatever. He was like, I don't really care about having a 5-star matchup. Really upset. It was like a long multi-paragraph tweet of him going off on this. And then Dax just basically responded with, hey, Matt. He was like, I didn't know we had like any issues. He was like, I don't know what you misconstrued from my tweet. He was like, I've always been very complimentary of you, what you and your brother have always contributed to professional wrestling. So he was like, whatever it is, he was like, this has nothing to do. So I was like, even if it is,
that's a hell of a coincidence.
I know it is but I will say that's a great response. Basically saying it had nothing to do with it. Well, I mean, Matt didn't respond. That was kind of the end of it. So, but that started the whole discourse of 5-star matches versus characters and stories.
A couple takeaways. Dave Meltzer's an idiot. That's number 1. Number 2, I know we're not agreeing to disagree. He's an idiot. Matt Hardy being first of all the least popular Hardy boy, and then having so many takes bothers me to no end. This consistent bigging up of TNA is really starting to bother me. I'm very happy they got the TV deal. Very happy. Very pleased. And because it makes a certain sector of wrestling fans upset. But I'm very happy for them. I won't be watching, but I'm happy from afar. And that's pretty much all I have on it. Dax is full of shit, but he's talented, so I'll let it slide. all I care about. Man is talented. Do what you got to do.
I just don't believe in like basically the old timers basically saying that it's our way is the only way that works. I think that wrestling is a medium that there is different ways to tell stories and have different characters that translate and stuff like that. And I just think that Matt comes from a place of he has been very, very bitter towards AEW as of and kind of fueling like a talk of tribalism from what he's been saying in different interviews and podcasts. And he'll go kind of like depending on what show he's on. Like when he was on Ariel, he was kind of supportive of the idea of AEW and what it's done for the wrestling business. But then when he's on his podcast, he's very adversarial too, talks about his time in AEW. It comes off like he's very bitter about how it ended and stuff like that. So
I mean, I could see him being better about it. I mean, fair enough. It didn't go great towards the end, but I mean, no offense. I want to say that. Yeah, sure. No offense. It went better than it should have. All of it. I'm sorry. You showed up and were teleporting. This stunk from the beginning. I don't care what anybody fucking says. Matt Hardy was done fucking 5 years prior to that. At the bare fucking minimum. Can we stop it? Good Lord. What is this? Why do we have to... Why do we... Oh. Good Lord. I'm sorry. You're great. You revolutionized tag team wrestling. Yeah. But that's it. That's it. And listen, I hope it works out for TNA. I don't think it will on a long-term basis. They'll stay alive because they can't die. TNA can't die.
No, they can't die. I was like, I literally, like, when I was on, like, the True Hill Heat flagship podcast and Fightful, I was like, yo, like, every company that we grew up watching, like, me and Jimmy, you know, we've been friends for so long, and, like, I know you were a wrestling fan before we met as well. Every company that we grew up watching, if they lost their big cable deal, that's it. Yep. They were done. They're done. Like, they don't. There's no... oh, let's stick around. Let's have a name change. Let's go a decade where we're just bouncing around places. then we're owned by a cable network, so we're not really getting money for being on cable for years upon years through different names as well. And then finally you find your place you get a deal with WWE. You're acknowledged by WWE finally after 20 something years. And then you get a TV deal all at the same time, all within a year and a half, 2 years. That's insane.
Sure.
That doesn't happen.
Right? Who's running the ship over there? Because they took a lot of heat from all you bums. No offense. Talking about, oh, you're WWE's bitch now. Hey, but it worked out, didn't it? It worked out.
It did though. Like I said. Hey. I was like, we all thought they were the cuck who was just watching their wife get pounded out, like for pleasure or something. God, they were getting paid on the side. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh, it was like, yo, when they got the TV deal, it was like, oh, it wasn't a marriage.
Hey, it is what it is.
Fitzgerald said, safe to say Fletcher is the MVP of the Continental Classic. He put on a banger with Kevin Knight and now Speedball, which might be one of my favorite TV matches this year. We talked about that before we went on here. I was like, Ospreay Takeshita. That's the only one I kind of think off the top of my head, like as far as like great TV matches this year. I mean, the Seth and Punk cage match in Madison Square Garden was great.
I know you all love it. I don't. Sorry. Not even my second favorite Punk TV match this year. Sorry. Not even my favorite Punk Seth match this year. Sorry.
Maybe Ilya Dragunov and JD McDonough.
That was a great one.
A few weeks.
Pick a few Ilya matches that were fucking great.
A few Sammy matches. Sammy and Javon. Sammy and Ray Phoenix.
Yeah.
Ilya and Nathan Frazier. The U.S. Open Challenge is really where you can find it in WWE as far as TV matches.
Athena Mercedes. Yes. I love the match. Okay, what Uncle Dave says. Another idiotic take. Boy, he has a lot of
What do you say?
Somebody. We gave it 4.25 or something. He had 4.25. He had the same rating as Hangman and Alexander the same night. The fuck? Balls.
Yeah. I was like, that's wild. That's wild. I was in like the 4. I think I gave it 4.5, but I was like, that can easily be 4.75.
Great fucking match.
Yeah. Dion says that's why I think AEW will always be around. TNA has managed to do it. It's like
TNA pays
like
3
if.
people. I'm sorry. When you pay 3 people, you can stick around forever. Does Tony Khan have the cutthroat capability to do that? He's like, you know what? I can't afford these motherfuckers. Let's say shit goes sideways, and it's going to. By the way, I know Uncle Dave's probably giving you all hope by him going. Nobody knows anything just yet. We're unsure about whatever. Anytime place A sells to place B, no matter where place B is, shit is gonna go sideways. I told my sister the other day when somebody bought her job or whatever the fuck. I was like, you should get your resume together because shit is going to go sideways. I'm sorry. It may work out, but the likelihood of going sideways is high.
It's highly probable.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. But Netflix, who's the other one? Paramount? No, this is both bad news. I'm sorry. It just is. Netflix obviously being worse news.
Yeah. Pedro says stories in TNA aren't even that good to begin with. That's what made it funny. That's what made that whole statement he said like funny. It's like, what like great storyline did TNA have this year? They had draws. Like the Hardys are a bona fide draw for sure. Joe Hendry was a draw for them. Mike Santana, they made into a main event guy. Can't say a draw, but I'll say a main event. They made him into a main event guy. Frankie Kazarian is TNA World Champion. I don't know if that makes him a TNA main event guy, but I guess in TNA world it does. And Leon Slater is a breakout star for them. So, but it is a kind of like scary thing that all the people that I just named are all the people that showed up on WWE television, similar to Jordan Grace, and I did mention Joe Hendry. So,
yeah.
It's like any stars you make are going to the bigger company.
Hey, you don't need them. Pay them anything anyway. What was I say? I already forgot. Oh, fuck it. All right. I think we've what?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I think we, not me, but people have gotten very lax with what they consider number one a story, and what they call a story. A lot of this is just character stuff. And it's not a story, like, at all. No disrespect.
That's fair. What would you say was the best storyline you saw in wrestling this year?
I'm not going to be the pessimistic guy and say I don't like any of it, though that is significantly close to the truth. And whatever I'm about to say. I can't believe I'm going to say this because this was on the Heat, the True Heel Heat fucking end of whatever the fuck thing you had me take.
Yes.
And I wrote in. It's about to write anything in. I put no. That's my answer. No.
I knew that was you. I knew that was you.
Stop asking me fucking questions. I'm doing what I can here. Stop bugging me.
If you don't got multiple choice.
Oh shit! It's probably Tony Storm and Mariah May. If a gun to my fucking head, I don't think any. Like the redemption of Hangman, I had my problems with the story. Same with the falling down of Mox. But Mariah May and Tony Storm's probably the best. It'd be those three, and then Rhea, Io, and the Kabuki Warriors.
That's a good one. That would probably be high if I was doing just WWE. Because I think people like confuse like the two like with storylines, feuds, and stuff like that. But you can define either or because it's a story being in a feud as well. Because I have Tony Storm and Mariah May as like my feud of the year right now in my head. Okay. And then I have storyline of the year is the Hangman Redemption. I know you had your issues with it, but the fact that I didn't see it coming it just makes it better for me, honestly. And the lead up, I thought the lead up to All In was really, really strong.
Yeah, I'd say it's pushed Hangman to like proper. I don't say main event. It's just kind of been a fringe main eventer, but proper big nameness. I'm here for
it. It's like he's certified main event now. He was always like,
yes.
He was always like, here, if you needed him, he can be in a world title match. He could be in a main event of a pay-per-view, but it was kind of like fringe, like you said. But now he's certified. Whatever he does, it feels important now.
Very true, but I may have to. We used to call that main man, but I may have to adapt what that actually means. I used to think you couldn't be taken out of it, and
that's not the thing. That's not the thing.
Apparently not. Apparently, you can get your certification just taken away. It's done. No, that was for that. We're done with that now.
I mean, we kind of saw that this year with another person. Yeet. Within a year. Like, I've never seen it in the same year. That's crazy. That's because at least Drew became a main man in 2024, and then they ruined it in 2025. Like, they made him a main eventer in 2025, and we're not done yet, and he's back in the tag team division.
I don't like the way it was done. I'm hoping this is just part of the story, because him being upset about the loss one week, then going, fuck it, I'm a tag team wrestler the next week, feels odd. I'm happy about it, obviously, but it feels odd. Ew.
I agree with Javon. Javon's been all over WWE television, but especially on NXT. I was saying this on In the Weeds earlier. Not enough people are giving credit to rivalries and feuds and storylines that happen early in the year, or anything that happens early in the year in general in wrestling conversations. When we get to the end of the year, it's kind of forgotten. Like, I don't like that, like, Swerve and Ricochet's feud is not getting a lot of love when we talk about best feuds of the year. I'm mad that, like, people forget, like, after they see Blood and Guts, or even last night's show people are raving about, they forget about Spring Breakthrough in April, where I'm like, that's still the best show, the best TV show that I saw in wrestling this year. Still, like, I thought Blood and Guts was great, and spoiler alert, I thought Last Night was great by the end of it, but it doesn't compare to Spring Breakthrough. Spring Breakthrough had two of the best TV matches of the year, had one of the best moments of the year with the Opps beating the Death Riders, where it was kind of like, oh, there's light at the end of the tunnel for this whole Death Riders reign of terror. Like, that was great. That, like, the feeling you came out of that show, it's unmatched. But, like, I think both of the other shows that people do, and even Grand Slam Mexico is getting some love as far as, like, best TV shows from AEW this year. But I think that Spring Breakthrough, just top to bottom, was better than those shows.
Now that you mention it, I might do if I could split off the Death Rider stuff in half, I might do like the first 4 or 5 weeks of Death Rider stuff. I really enjoyed when they were bringing up hammers and stuff. Was that this year?
Yes. No, that was actually 2024.
When did they seize the Superstation?
Yeah, that was the end of Rampage at the end of 2024.
They didn't do nothing good this year? God damn. Because seeing the Superstation was when this thing is over. This thing stinks. Okay. Fair enough. All right. Well, there you go. Bad for you.
Yeah, they were really bad by, like, after the first 4 weeks of Death Rider, the end of 2024, it was looking bad. Then the beginning of 2025 was the Cope stuff. Cope and Mox. Cope and Mox is the exception to the rule. When it comes to a year end, that is getting some love when it comes to worst storyline or worst feud of the year is Cope and Mox.
Sorry. Fucking heinous.
We got another super chat donation here from our good brother, Will Chisholm. Thank you so much, Will Chisholm, for the support here. We'll give you one of our other favorites.
Because he wants me to work with pricks constantly. That's what it is.
Nevertheless,
where the fuck has he been? I think he's been on TV all year. This fuck's fucking hilarious. Murder this cock. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Stop looking at me like that. Lord.
Will says TNA we need a TV deal. WWE, we need Leon Slater. LOL.
Done and dusted.
Yo,
That's
it's
a deal
over.
there.
He's already he's on Saturday night's main event.
Wait, what? Jarring. I don't know who booked the show. Holy shit. I like the ideas on it. I'd be a little concerned if I was TNA, but I wouldn't be concerned. I'd be resigned. It's over.
That is our lot in life. We make them, they take them.
Right? It is what it is. It's all right. Just accept your place in life. I do want to see that match. I see that.
Oh yeah, that match is gonna steal the show. What do you think about John Cena opening Saturday?
Is that happening?
Yeah.
What a terrible idea. Does nobody on this? Does nobody have any common sense at all? I'm gonna have Hogan and Rock. It's gonna open the show. I'm gonna start hot. I'm gonna kill the rest of the show. That's what you're gonna do. Is Cody and Oba for the big belt?
No.
Then what could possibly close the show that's bigger than John Cena last match?
I think they're gonna do Cody and Oba. Champion versus champion. NXT champion versus WWE champion. First time ever.
If Oba was to win the big belt, that'd be bigger than John Cena fucking, at least short term, bigger than John Cena's last match. But the big belt's not on the line apparently. So Oba beating Cody's a big deal. It's not bigger than John Cena's last fucking match. It isn't. It just isn't. Sorry. Love Oba. It just isn't. Triple H is letting you guys get in his head. He doesn't want to be called racist. You put Oba in the good for you. But, sir, sometimes you just got to take the hits and put Cena in the main event.
And I'll be honest, ill to Cody Rhodes beating Oba Femi. Ill. Ill. If that happens, it better be by a roll-up. I know it's going to be by a roll-up because this company is not. I don't think this company is complete idiots. It's probably by roll-up, but Cody is probably winning on Saturday.
It's absurd. An absurd idea. I'm not against Cody winning the match. I'm against Cody winning in the main event. I'm against that. Please don't do this. Please don't do this.
We got Chillin' with Jason says Javon versus Ethan was a nice feud this year. Yeah, that was early in the year. I agree. That was really good. That was one of the better NXT feuds this year. Ethan was a part of a bunch of them. Ethan and Ricky was another one of the best feuds.
I gotta be honest. I think Ethan Page might be a low-key contender for something this year. He's been great.
Yeah. I don't know if it would be like breakout star. Low-key, as far as like NXT, I think he has like one of the better arguments. I think it's like a 4-horse race as far as like NXT, who's going to win the NXT Superstar of the Year that they do. It's between Trick, Javon, Oba, and Ethan. Maybe Ricky can get in there as well.
I value feuds over matches. Team Matt Hardy. So I'd probably go with Ethan Page. But I don't know. Oba's the man, so can't go wrong with that either.
I think with him winning back the title, they're probably going to go with him to win that.
Oh, I'm not at that at all. Please do.
But that would be great if they did give it to Ethan, because they've been pushing on commentary that he's the best overall wrestler, not only in NXT, but in the company.
That's cute. I love Ethan Page. Take it easy. He's like if The Miz was talented. But if I'm
Miz
joking.
Was really good in the ring.
I'm joking.
The Miz actually had coordination.
Does he still go by All Ego, by the way?
Yes.
All-time nickname, by the way. All Ego.
It is.
All-time nickname.
So you think Open's gonna win? But I mean, that would be cool. Drew
Again?
interferes. Yeah. Or it's a no contest. Drew hits the referee and no one wins.
I can see that. They do love their no contest. I don't hate. There's no belt on here, so fuck it.
Yeah, that's like, fuck it. We're not, and neither one of you should be losing. So this is what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna set it up, and Ricky Saints is gonna come out. He's gonna attack Oba, and then Drew McIntyre is gonna hit you with the Claymore, and then the media's gonna ask me why I did this stupid ass finish at the end of the show, and I'm gonna be like, "Did you enjoy the show?"
What was I gonna say? Damn, my memory's really slipping. Triple H, Drew. Fuck it, it's not important. Oh, the Masked Man. Are we still sure it's Austin Theory?
Apparently, they've been using different people behind the mask now. I think it was Montez Ford on Monday.
Trying to throw those off the scent. First of all, that's cheating.
Yeah.
Number one, and number two, yeah, I still don't care. I really don't.
I did not like the fact that it's the focus and not Braun Breaker.
I would agree with you, but Braun Breaker's promo changed the life for me. I went, never mind. Nope, that's all I'm gonna remember from the show. Except talking about he's gonna take people's wives and shit. Like,
I just didn't like. I didn't like them telling him you need a catchphrase. I didn't like that. Spear 1, 2, 3. I was like, come on. This didn't work for Edge in 2010.
I know it's not anybody important. I know this for a fact. Otherwise, we would have known already. We would have known that to Survivor Series because that's a shitty way to end the show. If I reveal who the guy is, so I know it's nobody important. But we'll see. Listen, if Montez Ford gets in somehow, I'd be so hyped.
Yeah, it could. That would be the best way to kind of be a palate cleanser for Theory being the payoff is that it's multiple members and you feel like it's Austin Theory, it's Montez Ford, it's all these young guys that Paul Heyman has seen as the future of the industry, and now he's putting them into the vision.
I'd be hyped. There should be like 10 fucking people. I'm here for it. About Seth, 10 people. Ron and a bunch of bums.
Chillin' with Jay says Braun is me praying for the old CM Punk. Come on, Punk, crash out already. Be mad, Roman. Roman don't want to wrestle you at Mania because of your belt.
Oh my god, that should be the new pipe bomb. Just him shitting on Roman because he want this ugly belt. I'd be here for it. Did you see Uncle Dave get mad at Braun about best wrestler in the world or best wrestler ever or what the fuck Braun said?
The greatest wrestler to ever lace up his boots, he said about CM
Dave
Punk.
Dave was very annoyed about this.
Why?
You know, Punk is great. You know, he's a very good wrestler, but come on. The fuck? You fucking serious? Uncle Dave is such a fucking idiot. Holy shit. What is Braun supposed to go out there and say? I want CM Punk. I want the 23rd best wrestler of all time. What the fuck are you even talking about? Who sells shit this way? Are you serious? You fucking idiot. Jesus. It's hilarious. Uncle Dave popped, man. You know, that did pop me. Come on, man. No, he's a pretty good talker.
Looking for something.
As far as talking go, he's one of the best. But, you know, come on. As far as wrestlers go, come on. Shut up. Stink. It's a show, Dave. It's not real. Wake up.
What you thought about LA Knight being written off?
Happy. Very happy. They only have shit here for you to lose and whatever. I think they take you for granted. You should leave for a while. Can't be worse than this now, can it?
Get that return pop.
Right?
Ain't mad at it. Ain't mad at it.
Somebody said he was going to get a big push when he came back. Let me tell you something. If LA Knight wins the Rumble, I still won't believe it. I don't believe anything. I don't believe these people.
I'm going to believe he loses at Mania.
I believe none of this. Sorry. I'm over it.
I saw that report, and it was from bodyslam.net. Shout outs to them because they usually do good reporting, but I'm sorry, guys. I saw that, and it just read like Finn Balor is going to get a big 2025. Here we are in December, and that did not happen.
Boy. Oh, Jesus. Big push. Whenever it's fucking big like that, I go, yeah. What does that even mean? Big push.
Or the report. The report that WWE officials are high on Lash Legend. Like, no shit. She was in War Games.
Good on you. That's some top tier reporting right there. They think this Rhea Ripley's pretty good.
Oh, really?
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
What did you think about the crowd last night? AEW Dynamite Winter is coming from Atlanta, Georgia. Me personally, I think this is one of the best crowds they've had this year.
I gotta be honest. I watched quite a bit of this on mute. So, no, I can't. That fucking Shivani is just so bothersome to me. It's gotten there. I was like, no,
Brian was good throughout the night. Brian has not been poisoned completely. He was good last week. He was good this week. So he has not been. And they didn't even show. I hope they show it next week. But after the show, they put it on their social media that Brian cut a great promo, basically a turnaround promo on Kingston, basically saying I was the guy that called him the king of the bums, but he's proven himself. The fight that he showed tonight, Eddie, I know you're down on yourself. I know you're always down on yourself, but believe in yourself. This is the guy who can become the AEW world champion. The whole crowd getting behind Eddie and stuff and gave Eddie the mic and yeah, it was great.
That's beautiful, man. Never's gonna happen, but that was beautiful. Fuck's he talking about? Thank you, Brian. Sit down.
You're so mean. Let's go into the opening. The opening matchup on the card was the finals of the AEW Women's Tag Team Championship Tournament. The Timeless Love Bombs, Timeless Toni Storm and Mina Shirakawa versus the Babes of Wrath, Harley Cameron and Willow Nightingale. Early on, you get the least experience of the two teams of Harley and Mina in the matchup. We get some back and forth. We got some back and forth between them before Toni and Willow get into the ring and get a good pop from this Atlanta crowd. Storm sniffs the neck of Willow. Then we get a power struggle between the two. Then that turns into a strike battle. Cameron enters the ring, as does Mina. The Babes send the love bombs out to the apron and to the floor. Cameron holds Toni and Mina in place for Willow as she hits a cannonball from the apron. Back in the ring, Willow tags in Harley, and she does a wheelbarrow slam onto Timeless Toni Storm. That gets her to 2 count. We get Storm gets the tag to Mina. Mina comes in, and she holds on to Storm, allowing her to keep Harley at bay. Then she comes in and gets a snap suplex. Storm gets back in and she hits a snap suplex of her own as the love bombs are in control. Storm hits a Stormbreaker on her own partner onto Harley for a near fall. We go to break as Willow hits a big pounce on Toni, sending her flying right into the camera's view. That was a really good shot that they did there. We get some back and forth. We get a figure 4 by Harley that turns into a 4-way where Willow gets a Indian Deathlock on Toni at the same time, and we got a chat battle and strike battle between everybody. Then it turns into Willow and Toni re-entering and fighting each other. The holds are finally broken, and then we get all the ladies are up. Toni Storm eludes Willow to help Mina hit an avalanche sling blade on Harley. Then we get another pounce by Willow. Back in the ring, then Mina and Harley battle it out. Mina with a hard-looking spinning back fist that I thought busted Harley's nose again because Harley's makeup and her red lipstick just basically ran all over her face. Then we get Mina goes for the glamorous driver, but Harley is able to reverse out of it and hit her finishing move. She then tags in Willow, who comes in and immediately hits the Babe with the powerbomb for the 1-2-3 to pick up the victory here. This one went just under 14 minutes, got plenty of time. We get a celebration after the matchup as Willow and Harley, the crowd is cheering for them as Renee Paquette gets into the ring to celebrate. She hugs and embraces them. Willow and Harley get to have a word with the new champions, as Willow says that Harley's mouth is bloody, but she is the best. This has been a trying year for Willow, as she didn't know who she could trust, but she has Harley has been so great to her, and now they are tag team champions. Harley gets on the mic and she says that she met Willow in her second ever match here in AEW, and look where they are now. They are the first ever AEW, All Elite Women's Tag Team Champions. She says, "Who are we? Babes. What do we have? Wrath. We are Babes of Wrath." Babes of Wrath, as the crowd starts cheering for them. All the pyro goes off as they celebrate. And then we get the Timeless Love Bombs are finally up. They then get up and shake hands with the new champions and show their respect after the fight. They raise their hands, they hug, they embrace as they celebrate here. I take this as you did not like this matchup. What did you think?
Oh, I fucking hated this match. I hated this show. I really didn't like it. The opening was a mess. You got Mina and Harley in there. I mean, all right, take the picture off. This is distracting. I'm trying to be objective about their skill set.
How can you say? Yeah. I want you to say that to this picture, sir. Say it.
So sloppy, over choreographed, delicious nonsense just going on.
Delicious nonsense.
Tony and Willow had some good exchanges in there, but for the most part, anytime they had to do some type of 4-way choreographed set, or it was just Harley and Mina, it fell apart for me pretty bad. I'm glad Willow and them won, but yeah, I didn't love this at all. I want to see Willow and Tony again, if that counts for anything.
Yeah, I don't know how Tony Khan can watch this matchup and see the reaction anytime Willow Nightingale was in there with Tony Storm and she was getting just as big of a pop and just as big of chants from the crowd, and not see her on the same level as Tony and Mercedes. It's like, I mean, this was a good sign, making her the first ever women's AEW Women's Tag Team Champions. This was kind of a surprise result because I think most of us predicted Timeless Love Bombs winning the tournament when it first started. But there was something that happened throughout this tournament and throughout the last couple of weeks since this partnership formed. They've really gotten over, and they've kind of formed a good pairing, Harley and Willow, where they have similar characteristics where they always maximize their minutes. They're always usually entertaining in what they're doing. Willow is more of the stronger in the ring. Harley is just entertaining in general, so she can just play any role in as far as like promo and character. So it worked out very well, where they made a new team that kind of is a surprise winner for this whole tournament, in my opinion. I like the match personally. I enjoyed it. I think that it was held up definitely by Willow and Tony, like you said. But I enjoyed the set pieces and the choreographed stuff as you define it. I thought that was fine and it worked out well. And the crowd enjoyed it as well. And I thought it was a good time.
Give it a star rating. I want to hear what your star rating is on this. Give me a number. Or
3.5 stars.
Good fucking Lord. We're not doing this. I'm not doing this with you. Anyway, I see some of you come around on Mina, and I appreciate it. She's not very good. And that's fine. That's fine. It's fine to be not fine. That's what it is. But can we just move on? Do we have to pretend because she's saying next to Tony that she's very good? She's not. She isn't.
She's very good.
She's not.
She has charisma.
Good Lord, she has charisma. So's the Miz. So what?
She has live show. She has plenty of live show charisma.
You know what that means? She's hot to look at. That's it. That's all that means. It's quite literally the end of it. Live show charisma. When you're actually charismatic, you could be fucking charismatic on the fucking radio. The Rock would be charismatic on the radio. Sorry. It is what it is. Can we stop? Oh, shit. Thank you. Even Vince, Mr. AEW himself. Absolutely. Skip to peak, straight to wash. Absolutely. It is what it is. It's okay. It's fine.
Y'all are wild for this. Y'all are ridiculous. Y'all are ridiculous.
Do us a favor. Go do us a favor. Go rub one
saying
out
how,
and then come back.
she's so young for me to skip her peak and go straight to wash. That's outrageous.
Oh, man, it is what it is. And can we stop? Can we finish the experiment now? Are we done with the experiment? Can Tony go back to being a singles wrestler? One of the two overall great wrestlers in the division, her and Willow. Can we move on? I don't ask for much. Can we move on? Me and him can go back to ROH and wrestle.
Mercedes is not great.
Overall,
not a great wrestler.
Not overall, she can't talk. She can't talk. What do you want from me? She can't speak. Nothing I can do about that. Sorry. Willow and Tony can do it all. Everything.
All right,
No
that's true.
disrespect.
I won't say you're wrong. You're all right. We did see the Babes of Rap celebrating their win backstage as the conglomeration was there. Roderick Strong was standing in the corner, not happy to be here at all. I was like, damn, that's rude. But
Then
the rest of
leave.
the conglomeration, I know, right? The conglomeration was celebrating. Masquerada Dorada and Alex Abrahantes showed up, as well as the Timeless Love Bombs to show more respect to the new champions. This was nice to kind of emphasize it being important. However, I will say, I think this is probably the peak for the women's tag team division.
Oh,
The fact that it opened the show, that it had stars involved with Willow and Tony. It got plenty of attention, plenty of time. Like I said, this match went, about 14 minutes. Then we had the post match with the respect being shown and the promo. Then we got a post match later on where they were celebrating and stuff. This is probably the most attention, most care he will give to the women's tag team champions, because mainly the reason why we all thought the Timeless Love Bombs was going to win, because at least if they won, we all know Tony loves Tony Storm, and he will always book Tony Storm in something that is, if not near the top, at least it feels somewhat important and it gets TV time. With Willow and Harley, like we said, they maximize their minutes. They just don't get a lot of them.
yeah, it's over. It's done. It's fine. Enjoy the moment, especially for Harley. This might be her peak. Ain't gonna hold you. Everybody else, you have to go for the big belts, because these belts, they're done. They're about to go through their. I'll be nice.
What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say they're gonna go through. It doesn't make any sense anymore, because WWE treats the women's titles like they're the main belts now. But it wasn't always the case, we'll say.
You're going to treat it like the WWE Women's World Championship? That's what's being treated like the secondary. That's what's treated like a secondary title nowadays on Raw.
Don't worry, Becky's gonna fix it. Becky will fix it. She's on the case. That's the Mania match. I'm calling it. Becky will fix it.
You think it's Vicar and Becky?
Yeah.
You think they're sticking with Io and Rhea in the tag team division until Mania?
You probably should, unless you're gonna do Io and Rhea 1-on-1. They should be in the ring together at Mania. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, I agree. And then on the other side, definitely they're doing Bianca and Jade. That seems obvious at this point.
They should have Jade unify these belts and get rid of that U.S. title.
Why not?
Right?
Because they don't know what to do with Jade. They gave her the title and said, I'm sorry, we don't have anybody for you to feud with right now. We care more about the tag team division, so we'll just have you feud with the other champions that we don't care about.
That was really good. I'm sorry. We're not being dicks about this. We really just don't have anybody. Sorry. Don't mean to be an ass. Just really don't have anybody. So you're going to have to handle it.
Like Jay's like at meeting. She's like, Charlotte Flair. No, she's in the tag team division. Alexa Bliss. No, she's in the tag team division. Nia Jax. No, she's in the tag team division. Oh, bring someone out from NXT. We did. Lash Legend. She's in the tag team division.
Listen, you get rid of that U.S. title, and then you just deal with the limited roster that you have. We don't need to spread the wealth. I hear people saying bring people over from Raw. No, why ruin a good thing? What's the matter with you? Leave that
You
alone.
need to bring up people from NXT. There are like
Yes,
NXT
and put them on Raw.
abundance of fucking super seniors. It's ridiculous.
Yes.
It's
Yes, they should bring them
ridiculous.
up.
They got a whole
bring
bunch
them
of
up.
Van Wilders in the men's and women's division. It's ridiculous right now.
I agree. They should bring them up and put them on Raw.
No, they should not. No, we have to make SmackDown better.
We don't. We don't, though. We don't. That's the thing, is that we don't. You take the belts off the Wyatt Six, and then you utilize your tag division. You don't move more tag teams over to Raw. You don't move more women over to SmackDown. You deal with what you got. Enough. Stop trying to spread these things out.
WWE didn't even do that with the tag team division. The tag team division is being homogenized and taken down by basically trying to elevate the mid-card division because all the tag teams are involved in the U.S. Open Challenge storyline.
Good. That should be the whole show. Just be a bunch of fucking U.S. challenges. Good. Stop trying to spread out the love. No. The love's where it is. Keep it there. That's what I'm saying. That's where I'm from. We don't need 2 women's divisions. You don't need 2 tag team divisions. You don't need 2 fucking cruiserweight divisions. You got what you got. Make it work. Make it work. Stop giving the Miz TV time. This is light work. This is light work. This isn't difficult. This isn't hard.
I know what I'm doing here, guys. I know what I'm doing.
Please.
Big Van Dog says, go back to how Raw and SmackDown used to be. Put all the women on Raw and the Cruiserweight Geeks on SmackDown.
I'd move Finn and them over to SmackDown. Yeah, man. I'm time for all this.
I love I said Cruiserweight Geeks and he says Finn Balor immediately.
I'm sorry, what do you want from me? That's the top Cruiserweight Geek, ain't it?
You fucking Cruiserweight Geek.
Finn and JD and them? Go ahead. Kofi and them can go too. Sorry.
This guy just getting everybody to the curb.
Got things to do over here.
We got another super chat donation here from Chuck Berries. Thank you so much, Chuck Berries, for the support.
Listen up, you prick.
Absolutely. The more I look at Willow Nightingale, the more I compare her to my other favorite, Bayley. Now she's an inaugural tag team champion, being interviewed by Renee, just like you know. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
I like that parallel. I like that little parallel. That'd be Willow would be high on my list if Bayley did come available. I mean, by the way, I think Bayley did a recent interview with The Undertaker on The Undertaker's podcast. She did say what she wants to do when she retires is work as a producer in WWE. I'm just like, man, she sounds like she wants to stay.
Glad you're not biased. She should leave.
I'm not. I'm just saying I want what's best for her.
I think she knows what's best for her. What's the matter with you? She knows.
I mean, I guess she gets paid at the end of the day. She getting paid.
I would like her to leave. I mean, I could sit through another Bayley Mercedes thing if I had to, I suppose. Which I know it'd be the first 6 months of anything she ever fucking did. But once we got past that, we get to something fucking interesting, and I'd be here for that part.
That's literally what happened with FTR. FTR when they first got here, you were like dreading the whole time FTR and the Young Bucks, and it took them 6 months to finally do that. And then after that, you started to like FTR.
Yeah, I was like, God damn, they're really good. They are. I don't know. We just got to do the WWE stuff once everybody gets here. You got to do this. You got to do Edge and Christian. You have to just do these things, apparently. Because wrestling fans like children. You got to show them their favorite toy before they fucking do their homework.
Check all the boxes. Power Drive Finisher says, book it, TNA. Willow versus Mercedes.
Let's go. Listen, I wish the world was as Eric Bischoff and these people saw it. I wish TNA was a viable number 2 or number 3 promotion. I do. I really do. The world would be a better place. It's just not the case. And it won't be the case for a long while. Unless fucking Steve Austin showing up on this debut show. I don't see it. Sorry.
What do you think about my idea that Chris Jericho should leave AEW and sign with TNA? I feel like that's the place he would make the biggest impact. Pun intended.
That's certainly true. What kind of money do they have?
I mean, whatever this TV deal, from the reports, it sounds like they got $30 million, which might be for over 3 years, which is like $10 million a year, which is better than what they've been doing for the last 23 years, where they haven't made a profit yet.
It's decent money. So you take $10 million, and after you've paid everybody else, what do you have left? 5, 4? You willing to give all that to Chris Jericho? That's what it would take.
Yeah, probably.
But then you got to spend all your time trying to make your money back with all these shitty matches. Jericho and Matt Hardy. Jericho and these bums. I don't want to see this
Jericho,
shit.
I'm just saying, Jericho and Santana for the world title, that's a program that would probably be the most lucrative for TNA in like 20 years. 20 years.
Oh, dear God. Now Santana's that guy? I love Santana. I like that promo they had in the middle of the ring where Santana looks at the camera and makes his fucking face. We'll see. Oh.
And he owns a victory over Jericho as well.
Jericho and Moose, absolutely. Jericho and Matt Hardy. It's brilliant shit we have going on here. Good Lord.
Jericho and Frankie Kazarian. Come on, man.
Oh my God.
We get the highlight reel meets the King's speech on TNA Impact, butts in seats. I'm calling it right now. If TNA signs Chris Jericho, they will have, wait for it, 200,000 people watch their weekly show.
I haven't seen AMC ratings in a while. I don't know. That'd be pretty good.
No, I'll go as far to say 300,000 people. They're going to be doing collision numbers. 200 to 300,000 every week with Chris Jericho alone.
It'd be a win. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, I don't see it. Sorry. I want my money, if you don't mind. If you don't mind. I'd like my paper, please.
Hey, he'll just get the payday by WWE and go on his retirement tour if he wants to call it quits. So we'll see.
Here's hoping.
Hey, a TNA run is how he prolongs his career longer. He gets a year in TNA. Yes, because Jericho. Jericho's like, I still got a lot left in the tank. I got 2 more years in me. We're gonna do 1 year in TNA, 1 year in WWE, and then I go into the Hall of Fame in Saudi Arabia.
I don't know what I do with Chris Jericho at all. I mean, the Triple H feud is obviously the most interesting, but his heart will explode. So I don't know what I would do.
Chris Jericho versus LA Knight. That would feed. That's how you put over LA Knight against a former WWE champion, a legend. Chris Jericho versus Dominic Mysterio, playing off Jericho's rivalry with Rey Mysterio. Chris Jericho versus Logan Paul, 2 crossover stars going at it with one another.
Jericho comes in as like the Ric Flair to Triple H's Vince McMahon. That's how I would do it. He's his co-competitor. Oh, you know what we do? Jericho comes in at the Rumble, right? Because I say do have a big debut. He comes at the Rumble, he eliminates 2 people, makes it to the Final 4, and then he leaves. And then Triple H comes out the next night on Raw because he needs the spotlight. He welcomes back Chris Jericho. He's gonna be the headlining member of the Hall of Fame. And then the next week after that, Jericho says he wants Triple H to induct him into the Hall of Fame. And then what was the twist?
And then no. Then he says, you know what? You can't go in this year. I need you to induct Stephanie. And that's like the rivalry. And then it's going to be Jericho versus Triple H's proxy, and we're gonna pick someone to be the proxy for Triple H.
I mean, that's pretty easy. I mean, Seth Rollins.
Yeah, that would be the simplest one.
You know what? As his Hall of Fame speech, Jericho starts off nice, then he goes off the fucking rails. He's talks about how shitty promotion is, and then he brings up China and they cut his mic off. And then you know what? You know what? On the next night, because WWE's fucking idiots have to spell this out, you don't acknowledge it. You don't replay it. You don't do anything of it. You just pretend like it never fucking happened. And Stephanie comes out on WrestleMania and talks about the Hall of Fame. I'm here for it. You're welcome. I'm here to help. It's free. It's free.
He just booked that. Look at that. He just booked that fast. We got a heated rivalry between Trips and Jericho.
Unfortunately, it leads to a Jericho and Seth Rollins match, but nothing really do about that. Maybe Jericho and Cody, maybe.
Yeah, that could work. Play off their pass. Yeah, that's something that could work. We do have a super chat donation from Dion Jenkins. Thank you so much, Dion, for the support. He says, y'all ready for Oba to retire Brock in 2026? I think it's going to be Breaker.
Wow. I thought it was going to be Gunther. I'm not mad at that. In fact, I would have beat Gunther. I ain't going to hold you. If he beat Cena, I have him beat Brock, too.
I mean, he could be like, I've retired Goldberg and Cena and Brock. Have him beat AJ too. Have him beat AJ too at the end of his. Like, yeah, beat
fucking
AJ
right.
Styles.
All leads up to next year's WrestleMania. Him and Orton. I am the real legend killer. Or however Gunther talks.
And he retires Orton too.
Yeah, Oba would be great. I can see Brock liking Oba too. He was a big fan of Strong. He looked like he was impressed with Keith Lee. Yeah.
All right, let's get back to things. Thank you guys. We always love that you indulge us when we go off of what we're actually supposed to be talking about.
Talk about it for an hour on Unreal. Absolutely. Ruin the whole gimmick. Ruin the whole bit because you need the spotlight Triple H stinks. Good Lord. I'm sorry.
Samoa Joe and the Opps are backstage. They're in the back. Samoa Joe wants to congratulate Eddie Kingston. He says, for weeks, you asked for the man who ran the independents, the man that Eddie looked up to. But I've been here the whole time, and I have no time for men like you. This man has been here all along, and he will kick your ass and show you the reality of what this industry is all about. This is the Joe promo I wanted last week. What did you think?
This is a good promo. Probably my favorite part of the first hour of the show. I ain't gonna hold you.
Then we get John Moxley and the Death Riders. They are here. Moxley is in a halfway, a hallway with the Death Riders. He says that he is feeling alive. He says the situation isn't ideal. He says his back is against the wall. But he has proven that even if there is one grain of sand left in the hourglass, he will score. If you can't do this, then maybe you just suck. And people pay money for this. He does this for them, meaning the Death Riders. They are the hardest working group of individuals. They are always chasing the dragon. Then kind of Danny Garcia kind of interrupts Moxley mid-promo, and he says that they are always going to be fighters. Some people think that it is lame to keep working, but they don't. They will do that every single time, and that's what makes them the best. I thought this was solid. I know you didn't. What did you think?
That was fine. So what? I feel like we had a gigantic, a monumental shift last week. Claudio beat Moxley, and now we're talking about shit.
It was noticeable that Claudio wasn't there,
and the Death Riders did look annoyed. Halfway annoyed that Moxley was talking. It's not enough for me. Claudio beat Moxley is a big deal.
And then Garcia kind of interrupting him. I did notice that as well. But
I would like to see Moxley's fucking reaction to that, if you don't mind. If you don't mind. Good Lord.
All right, time for the real reason why Jimmy Macram did not like the first hour. Our first Continental Classic matchup from the Gold League, Kazuchika Okada, currently with 3 points in the Gold League, going up against the replacement for Darby Allin, Jack Perry. We got the background. Renee Paquette was at ringside explaining what we already knew about Perry only having 4 matches left due to replacing Darby Allin. Darby Allin being medically disqualified from competing in the Continental Classic, but he is rooting for Jack Perry, who has to face the best tournament wrestler of all time in his first matchup here. Perry storms Okada at the gates. He rams his shoulder into his gut. Aubrey backs him off. Perry goes at it again. Okada tries to attack, but Perry snaps off a Hurricane Rana. On the floor, Okada reverses an Irish whip from Perry, sending him into the barricade. Perry does, however, catch Okada with the boot to the face as he charges in. He slams Okada face first on the apron and then returns him to the ring. He covers Okada for a 2 count. Okada makes his comeback. He after hitting a big drop kick, sending Perry off the top rope into one of like the cameraman or something. Looked like he twisted his ankle. He takes control of things, isolating them. We come back from a commercial break and they get into a strike exchange with Okada basically taunting Perry with kicks to the head, and then Perry making his comeback. He lays in some forearms. Then Okada proceeds to hammer him with forearms and kicks. Perry, though, reverses a whip into a big flying lariat. He then locks on the snare trap, but Okada is able to bite at his arm and get free. They then get into back and forth. Okada gains control with a big one arm, basically a 1-arm lariat, but he holds on to the wrist control. He tries to look for a rainmaker, but Jack Perry is able to bust off a poison Rana onto Okada. Okada makes a reversal. He goes for the tombstone, but Jack Perry bites him in the dick to get out of it. He then goes for a schoolboy. He gets a near fall on that. Okada is able to catch Perry with a smooth looking drop kick, just kick him out completely. And then he finally puts him away with the Rainmaker to get the 1-2-3 to get another 3 points in the Gold League of the Continental Classic. 6 points overall for Okada. Then you get Don Callis, who comes down to ringside to basically congratulate his lead charge in the Don Callis family as he gets 6 points to get even with the other member of the Don Callis family in the Gold League, Kyle Fletcher. Then Don Callis gets on the microphone. He has the Don Callis family join him in the ring, and they have the $1 million that they won at Full Gear, and he offers it to Jack Perry. He says that Jack Perry shouldn't be still hanging out with the Young Bucks. He says for everything that they done to him. He says that he thinks that he has a place in the Don Callis family. He tells Jack Perry to really think about this. He says he will even throw in basically a signing bonus. He says that he is willing to give him some of the $1 million that they won at Full Gear. Jack Perry says that he has his answer, and he tells them that this will be only the second time in the night that he will bite off a little bit more than he can chew. And he proceeds to attack the Don Callis family. He attacks Mark Davis with the microphone, but then the numbers game get the better of him until Luchasaurus comes down. Luchasaurus kind of pump fakes like he's about to come in, but it's just to cause a distraction as the Young Bucks come from behind with steel chairs to attack the Don Callis family, leaving Okada alone in the ring with the Bucks. They deliver the EVP trigger on Okada for betraying them. Then Don Callis, this idiot, he gets in the ring to be surrounded by all the baby faces, and then is wondering, like, what did I do? He tries to give back the money to the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks put the money down. They go for the double super kick, but it is not Don Callis that they hit. Konosuke Takeshita was able to push Don Callis out of the way just in time to take the double super kick. Rocky Romero takes one of his own as the Young Bucks and Jurassic Express stand tall in the ring. I did like the element of Takeshita pushing Callis out the way, which will make the eventual Callis betrayal and siding with Okada over Takeshita means something or something they can bring up if they remember it, because I always have to ask that. I know you did not like Okada versus Jack Perry. I enjoyed it only because I thought that Jack was more of Jungle Boy than Jack Perry, than Scapegoat in this matchup. It felt like more of that energy in this matchup as an underdog babyface against Okada. And the post match was fine to set up what's going to happen next week. But what did you think?
This was supposed to be Darby, right?
Yes. Go ahead.
How can you not think that the entire time you watch this match? How can you not think this is supposed to be one of the best TV wrestlers ever in here, and instead it's Jack fucking Perry? Jack's fine as a wrestler. He's fine. I have no real complaints. Aside the fact it's boring, but he's a fine enough wrestler. He was the better of the two, at least in this match, because you know it's free TV. So you are getting, 45% Okada. And that's about all you're going to get. Please don't push your fucking luck. So yeah, the match was fine. 6 or something. Post-match was heinous. Like, all this stinks. None of this makes any sense. Outside of Don Callis, because his character is so awful, though strangely nondescript, that I buy him wanting Jack Perry in the group. I just do. I buy him wanting anybody in the group. He's got Rocky Romero in the group. I'm sure he'll fucking take Jack Perry. This isn't that big of a fucking deal. Post-match, Cal's getting in the ring makes no sense. I like Takeshi saving him, I suppose. Though it leading to something else doesn't make whatever. Sure. Takeshi's a babyface, essentially, at this point. So yeah, it makes sense when you save his manager. I hated all this. I can't tell a lie. The Bucks, Jack Perry, Luchasaurus, and then later, I can't wait to get past this. I cannot wait to get past all things Elite Reunion. They're ruining my Don Callis family, which is the only thing I had on this TV show. That's all I had.
The Elite is ruining your Don Callis family? You can't have fun with Don Callis?
I can't even have that. It's my only thing I enjoyed on this fucking show. The only thing I enjoyed in wrestling, really. And now here I am. Whatever. You're a stud, really, Jack Perry. You're not seeing the people next to you that tower over him by a foot and 50 pounds. What are we doing? Good Lord.
I do agree with you. Don Callis wants everybody in the Don Callis family. He is so nondescript. He does not have a target. He just wants bodies.
Just a bunch of bums. He doesn't give a fuck about nothing. Good Lord.
I mean, I just tell you what happened on screen. Sorry, that's what happened.
Why should I say pause?
That's what happened. He should say pause, not me.
Then he goes bit off more than I can chew. He's not even a good cocksucker. No disrespect.
I did not see that, actually, Chase. We got Chase who says, SB3, I missed a bit at the beginning between you and Jimmy. Did you talk about Andrade confirming he fought Sammy? I don't know if we needed him to confirm that, but hey, I did not know that, but I'm gonna watch that interview for sure.
I've got to see what a fight between Andrade and Sammy looks like. It's got to be Punk and Perry, except even worse, right? Andrade is gigantic.
We should start a campaign. We should start a campaign of Tony Khan. Roll the tape again. Roll the tape again. This time, you can actually do something with it. You have both people.
What the fuck? I can imagine. Instead of playing with his hair, he's chewing that stupid fucking gum, and Andrade just has enough. Enough. He just goes upside his fucking head. Oh, good for you. Good for you, sir. I can't even imagine. Oof. Deal with these smarmy kids. Good Lord. I wish I might stab this cocksucker. Enough of these people. Team old man over here. Team Andrade, Team Punk.
We got Big Randus. We missed out on Okada drop kicking the coffin drop.
Oh shit! I can't even imagine the bump he would fucking take. Darby would take a hellacious bump going from back to front. Damn, I need that in my life.
Yeah, we do. All right, so I'll watch that afterwards. Nutty says I'm over Don's main character syndrome. I've seen this argument from people online, and I really don't get it. Who the hell else is gonna cut the promo in this crew?
Agreed. I've seen this too. I'm so very confused by it. I saw a comparison. Who was it? Was it Stephanie? Comparing to Stephanie?
Stephanie in the alliance?
In the authority. She never gets her.
See, this is people.
He never gets his comeuppance. That's why. Good. First of all, he's the only thing that connects this group together. This group is not like a band of brothers. They're a band of mercenaries, essentially. So it's important that he's front and center. He's the only one that can really talk. So that's important. The two of the three biggest stars don't really speak English. What do you want? Who else is going to do this? I don't understand.
He draws the most heat. He also connects the group to all of the biggest baby faces in the company. What do you want him? Like main character syndrome? No, it's a necessity. Like this is what needs to happen. And the Don Callis family in general has been one of the best things about AEW television consistently throughout the year. Some people have had great stretches throughout the year, but consistently throughout the year, Don Callis family has been in the mix or been one of the better things on AEW TV in 2025.
I agree. I'm shocked by this. I'm really confused. Them and FTR, two things I don't get. And Becky.
I don't get.
They sound like heels, I guess. Maybe they don't like heels.
I think that's it. I think that in general, in the wrestling community, I think that they don't understand you not liking them is the point. Main character syndrome. Oh, he's getting all the heat. Nutty says I don't need Callis live every week backstage. Sure. Who else is gonna cut the live promo? Do they need to have these two segments like the one last week and this week, who are very similar in tone? I think this one worked better than the one last week to me personally, but I don't think I can agree with the take of I don't need both segments.
Yeah, I would say Callis might be becoming a bit of a crutch. I remember that promo of Mark Briscoe the week after whatever pay-per-view that was. I was like, this is kind of a waste of everybody's time. Yeah, I assume he does a number, which is why.
Yeah, he does a number, and he's able to be kind of like you said. Like I said it before, he's a Tony Khan booking crutch. He's a bridge that builds to matches between heels and baby faces on the show, despite the fact that he's a non-wrestler and can't always get his comeuppance. I think the end of the whole Kenny Omega saga, because it has been 2 fucking years, Tony, we do need to come to a conclusion on it. It would be to do a Kenny Omega versus Don Callis or Kenny Omega versus Callis and Okada. However you want to do it, it has to be, Callis taking a one-wing angel or Callis taking a V-trigger by the end of it.
Oh, yes. And then we're done and dusted. You build it up the whole show. That will require sacrificing some bangers. So that's not going to happen.
You got to sacrifice a banger for Don Callis to get kneed in the face.
Yes, please.
I think if you put it like that, he'll be like, all right, sure. But yes, we got up next. We get a Mercedes Moné video package documenting her loss last Friday against Red Velvet for the Ring of Honor Women's TV Championship, and how it all stems from her loss at Full Gear to Chris Statlander, and everything is basically falling apart for Moné. She was able to retain the TBS Championship on Collision, but she just went insane. Like, she just started yelling at the commentary, say I'm the greatest TBS champion of all time. I'm the greatest TBS champion of all time. I'm a global wrestling icon. She has to keep repeating this to herself because she knows everything is falling apart. And that one of the big stories in 2026, it seems, for the AEW Women's Division is the downfall of Mercedes.
Who's her fucking stylist? She needs to fire whoever that is. That wig is heinous. Sorry, these are things I noticed. Sure, let's go for the downfall being she yells. It's beautiful. It's a real top-notch shit here. Between this and the Breaking Bad, as far as dramas go. Good Lord. I'm sorry, you took
Were you surprised that Red Velvet won?
Jarringly surprised. I can't imagine her putting over fucking Red Velvet. That was a roll-up, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's Jackknife then.
So, yeah, I'll take it with a grain of salt. But, sure, maybe it'll lead to something interesting at some point.
So we can...
See, I disagree, do the thing. I don't think we're adding layers to a character. I think we are swapping out one thin character for another thin character. Completely...
Crash out will work.
It'll work the same way the belt collecting works, is that it puts her on TV. Sorry. She's an arrogant dickhead, and now she's not. Essentially, it's not layers. We're just changing. Sorry to be so tough. I know it's wrestling, and I should be a little more gentle, but I can't.
So she might be down to, what is it? That would be 11. She'll be 11 belts maybe after this weekend because Sports and Things is right. She's facing Rio, who is a big standout on the UK independent scene at Rev Pro this weekend. So she might lose the title there.
Cool. Our Rio, the one that wrestles here?
No, she's a UK wrestler. She's black.
Gotcha.
She's light-skinned black, and she's got purple braids.
Oh, she sounds from the
UK. What is that supposed to mean, sir?
I'm sorry. Light-skinned black with fucking purple hair. That sounds exactly right. I'm sorry. That'd be nice. I'm not going to bring my personal experience to the podcast. We're going to be
you are never nice. Good Doer says, love this from Mercedes. The last title she loses has to be the TBS title. Losing the Owen Hart title should be interesting as well. Oh yeah, because she could be like, I'm defending the Owen Hart title in the Owen Hart title, and she loses that as well. and then she loses the TBS title at All In next year.
So you tell me we have how many months of this left?
Oh, it's gonna be a long downfall.
All right, listen, I won't shit on it while it happens. We'll see. See how it goes.
I'm hopeful. I am hopeful. It's a story. It's more of a story than she's been doing since like the Tony Storm build-up, really.
Yeah, what did you guys think was happening there? I forgot. What was it? The 7 Deadly Sins? Right. Yes. That brilliant thing that you guys thought was going on.
That brilliant 3D chess they were playing there. I loved it. I loved every minute of it. I know that they didn't need to tell me at the end that was it. I just knew it. I just knew it from the start.
Yeah, 3 of 7. It's never a passing grade.
Eddie Kingston is in the back with Renee Paquette. I liked Samoa Joe's promo earlier. I like this one even more. She wants to know how Eddie feels going into his world title match. And Eddie says he's nervous, but that's good. That means he's ready. He's ready for this. And then he remembered that today is the anniversary of the GOAT, Terry Funk, winning the World Heavyweight Championship for the first time. And he just wants to make him proud. He knows he's watching up there. And he also knows his mom and dad are watching. And I don't want to get emotional. He's had 2 world title shots before, and he's come up short. He doesn't want to crash out because he's always in his head. He knows Joe is stretching and getting ready and all that good jazz, but he respects Renee, and that's why he's talking to her. And he's going to let Joe know he is not going down without a fight. Eddie Kingston is such a genuine, believable babyface. I loved it. I really enjoyed this promo. Just him. This was kind of like the Joe promo I said earlier. This was more of the Eddie Kingston that I wanted last week.
Yeah, that's a good promo. I enjoyed it. I like Joe's more, but this is good.
Then we get Mark Briscoe. He is in the ring as Tony Schiavone introduces our TNT champion, the master of the talk. Yeah, we see that he will defend the TNT title this Saturday on Collision. Winter is coming against Daniel Garcia. Tony reminds us of the early start time, 4:30 p.m. Eastern, and Briscoe says that it wasn't that long ago that they said Mark Briscoe wasn't going to win the big one, that he was a choker. Well, he knows the haters are still out there, but we are here in front of the good people of Atlanta. And he has this piece of hardware, and Tony says that makes him the champion. So thanks, Tony. We needed that. Briscoe says that he has a message for his haters that they can kiss his big white ass. And the crowd starts chanting, "Kiss my ass, kiss my ass." He says it's one thing to become champion, but it's another thing to reign as a champion. And he will do that when he faces Daniel Garcia this Saturday in Cardiff, Wales. Then we hear the whiniest, nasaliest voice in AEW interrupting as Wheeler Yuta is here. He says that Mark has less teeth than he does kids, and they call him chicken because he has the mental capacity of one. We get "fuck you, Yuta" chants as he gives the mic to Daniel Garcia. Garcia says that was a good one. He has some mean, hurtful things that he could say about Mark, but he won't because honestly, he feels bad for Mark. Everything about Briscoe is kind of sad. But what won't be sad is when he beats Briscoe on Saturday to become a 2-time TNT champion. And you will have to provide for your family with a broken leg. Briscoe says that you will get an ass whooping on TNT this Saturday. But tonight we are on TBS. And we can deprive the fans of action. And if you're feeling so dangerous, he tells them to jump, leap. Garcia slaps the mic out of Mark's hand, so Briscoe strikes Garcia. Yuta and Shafir have to hold him back, telling him to wait for Saturday with the TNT title on the line as Mark stands tall in the ring, posing with the title. What did you think?
Ass alone. No disrespect to anybody. Yuta, he gets heat, so that counts for something. But no. I didn't think Mark was very good. I certainly didn't think Yuta was very good. I don't know why we're not fighting outside the fact that we want people to tune in Saturday, which I won't. You can't make me. But yeah, this was a waste of TV time. No, I shouldn't say that. It's not a waste of TV time. This was a bad use of TV time. This was a negative on the show. This wasn't nothing. This was bad.
Seems like you're not alone here. Big Man Dog says bad. We got Fitz who says Yuta sounds so generic on the mic. Don't ever give Yuta a mic again. Banish him to the Shadow Realm.
It's the fucking European title. And we got this long ass segment. What happened? Where's Swerve? Where's Hangman? Have them cut a promo for fucking 3 minutes. We don't need to hear this shit. Good Lord.
I think it's also the fact that the Eddie promos was right before this, where Eddie, I agree with Chase. He did a good job of making you believe he had a silver of a chance he can win this matchup tonight. I didn't think Mark was the best here. I mainly because I thought that the beginning part of the promo, he should have focused more on Garcia, promote the matchup instead of why are you cutting the same promo you cut backstage the week after Full Gear? Like, why are we getting that now live? Like, I don't need rehash stuff. I need you to talk about your next title match. We don't need to reflect on you winning the title now nearly a month ago. Like, what are we talking about?
Daniel Garcia and all the interesting things he's up to? Who cares?
No, he had a promo on Saturday on Collision, backstage promo where he was like Garcia. He faced him last year. They became friends. They got respect for one another. But he's seen that Garcia has changed. He's turned to the dark side. He's going with the Death Riders. So it's at least something like that. And then talk about the matchup on Saturday. All that haters and all that stuff. I didn't like that too much. So I thought that could have been more focused on the matchup. And then Garcia came out, and it was like the exact opposite of the Kingston promo, where Kingston made me believe he has a silver of his chance. Every word that Garcia said made me believe he's not winning on Saturday.
I didn't believe either one. Sorry. Finally won the big one. Nigga, it's the TNT title. Would you fucking stop? Would you fucking take it easy? It's already bad enough when Shivani and you say it. Now I got him saying it. Good Lord, stop it. TNT title is not the big one. And under any circumstances. I don't care if -1 wins the TNT title. It's not the big one. It just isn't. Sorry.
It's the big one for him.
Ain't that a shame? If it's a big one for you, then you should not be on my TV screen on Dynamite. Sorry. You just shouldn't be. That should be the rule. If you win the TNT title, it's not a downgrade, you shouldn't be on fucking Dynamite. That's the rules.
That's outrageous.
Like if Swerve wins the TNT title, we all would be like, yo, what happened? You down on Swerve? What's going on? Mark Briscoe went and go, oh shit! He's finally come up! Look at this shit! Come on, man. No.
You're so mean. You're so mean.
Sorry. This is how I was feeling. I know I've been really negative this episode. This is how I've been feeling, and I'm gonna feel for the next, I think, 2 segments. This shit only gets saved with fucking roids and no shoes. Where's that happening?
We go backstage. We go backstage to the Triangle of Madness. They're attacking some ladies in the women's locker room. They're looking for Chris Statlander and Jamie Hayter ahead of this Saturday in Cardiff, where they have a big tag team matchup. In comes Statlander, who just yokes up Tekla like a fucking geek. Then she fucking bodies the Sisters of Sin. The Sisters of Sin attack her from behind. She picks up a chair, hits them in the head with it, and they all run off. I was like, now this is an effective use of a 1-minute Chris Statlander segment. She looked like a fucking badass. We need more from her as World Champion, but I'm saying the bar is pretty low. This is a great 1-minute Chris Statlander segment, but she looked like a badass, but the Triangle of Madness looked like fucking chumps.
Jim, thank you. Holy shit. The fuck she need Jamie Hayter for? She don't need anybody. What these bitches gonna do? Oh my god. You would think this was Triple H versus the fucking Radicals. This is outrageous. Why is he allowed to just body these bums? Like
this was Cena versus the Nexus.
What the fuck? She hams this bitch up, and then she which is crazy. What the fuck? And then she tosses these bums off her. What is going on? Who did Tekla piss off? Holy shit! All right, I'm not mad at it. I give it. I have them all on Collision, but good for Statlander. Holy shit!
I did. I definitely did save that screen cap. That shit had me dying. I took that one personally. I was like, I gotta get
3-way.
This.
No. After that, you can't put that.
Wait, no, you can't. You can't do. They were probably planning to do Tekla versus Stat at World's End. Now you gotta do the 3-way. That's the only way you can do it. They want Tekla to get the title shot.
This is like when Sable powerbomb Mark Merrow, and Austin was like, "No, I know you guys want me to fix Merrow, but I just watched him get powerbombed by a girl, so that's not fucking happening." That should be the move. Statlander just beat up 3 bitches at once. Why would I ever take Tekla seriously? Give me Hayter. What are we doing? Good Lord. Holy shit. Wow. I'm here for it. I mean, it doesn't bother me. But you did bury them. Like, let's be clear. You did bury them. It just doesn't bother me.
Oh, Dion's upset. He says the people that say Tekla is effortlessly cool, quote unquote, are cringe and have no idea what cool is.
Yeah, white people love Tekla.
I like Tekla.
I love that. Now, if I say something, that you just set yourself up for it. After I didn't say anything, I didn't have to say you confessing on camera. I didn't say anything about that. Good Lord,
I like Tekla. What good way? I'm not acting like that's a bad thing. It's not a bad.
It is a bad thing. It's fucking absurd. There's nothing cool about this lady.
I didn't say she was effortless cool. Don't get me. No. I didn't say that.
What do you like about Tekla?
I like how over the top she is.
Her character, essentially.
Yeah, I think her character is over the top. Yeah.
Sure. Let's go with that. I like Tekla too. All right. Enough of you people. I'm not doing this with y'all.
Stand up. Stand up in the chat for Tekla. Put your spiders in the chat for Tekla, y'all. We're not standing for this slander, y'all. If you like Tekla, we are a Tekla slander free zone. You can put your spiders in the chat.
So, big man, I'm with you. She's fine. 6 out of 10. It is what it is. She's good. Thank you.
Oh, worker res? Yeah, in the ring. Yeah. I agree. 6 out of 10.
How do you like Statlander and Tekla? That don't make no fucking sense.
I like them for different things. I'm a multifaceted person. I said earlier about the FTR, about the Dax and Matt Hardy thing. I think you can have both. I think you can like 5-star matches and also like stories and characters.
Stories and characters? What is her fucking story or character? She fucking moves around like an idiot? That's not a story. Nor is it a character. She wears a jacket? This is not a story or a character. These are like tidbits. What am I supposed to do with this? She's spooky, but not spooky like the rest of her group is, by the way. She's just weird. She's not spooky. She's just weird.
She's wacky.
Yeah, she's wacky. The other two are spooky. She's wacky. Crazy. I have enough of this. Fucking John Moxley horse shit. Enough of these people. Not John Moxley. What was the other one? Dean Ambrose.
I appreciate that. I love the elite fleet. The elite fleet. A lot of people in the elite fleet who claim to be wrestling furs who glaze the 6 out of 10 worker. Parshai Finisher says, I agree with SB3. It's wacky and it's wrestling. Who gives a fuck?
This is counterintuitive. It's wacky and it's wrestling. Who gives a fuck? He's saying he likes it. That's giving a fuck. So keep up, Power Driver. What are we doing?
Spiders in the chat. Spiders in the chat. Spiders in the chat, motherfucker. Let's go.
All right, 1, 2, 3. This is way too many. This is fucking huge.
More spiders in the chat, y'all.
Okay, Power Driver. If you don't give a shit, that's fair. Why are you putting a spider in the chat if you don't give a shit? Enough of these people. Enough of him trying to have it both ways, where he wants to play it cool, but at the same time, he's going to slurp up this horse shit. Would you stop it? Pick a side. At least SP3 is standing on it. You won't even stand on it. Fucking stand on it, God damn it.
The words and opinions of Jimmy Macram do not necessarily reflect those of True Heel Heat, its viewers, or affiliates.
Everywhere I go, mid wrestlers get nothing but love. I can't find space. It's either Jey Uso or it's Tekla. Or I can't escape. Can't escape.
It's Owens. Oh man. All right. Let's talk about the next matchup. I gotta gain my composure, y'all. Tornado tag team action. You got the Opps, not Samoa Joe, Powerhouse Hobbs and Katsuyori Shibata, 2/3 of the AEW World Trios Champions, going up against former rivals and now unlikely allies, Hangman Adam Page and Swerve Strickland. They each come through the concourse, and they come through the crowd. Shibata and the Opps and the dojo jobbers are in the ring. So Shibata and Hobbs send them up into the stands to fight Swerve and Hangman. Swerve is using his chain to choke them out and using a staple gun to basically staple them in the back while Paige is blasting them with the chain. Shibata and Hobbs join the fray, and then you get Shibata and Swerve fighting in the crowd, while Swerve and Hobbs are rekindling their matchup, their Falls Count Anywhere match back at Blood and Guts. The fight has finally returned to the ring when we return from commercial break. Shibata kicks out Swerve's leg on the barricade as Hangman grabs a chair. The bell officially sounds, and Mike Mosley takes the chair from Hangman. I'm pretty sure we've had tornado tags in AEW that was no DQ before, but okay. Hobbs uses this distraction to run over Hangman as Shibata enters the ring as well. Shibata sends Paige into Hobbs for something that looked like a lariat, and then Hobbs trucks Paige in the corner as Shibata hits his stalling basement dropkick. PK from Shibata, and he and Hobbs continue to taunt the fans until Swerve finally joins in after Nana provides a distraction. Swerve boots Hobbs in the face, and then Paige hits a big lariat to Shibata. He takes off and hits a dive to Hobbs on the floor. Then we get Swerve, who tries a brainbuster on Shibata, who fights it off. He gets a snapmare, goes to the top and hits a flying back elbow, and then does the gritty, and then says, "Whose house?" He looks for the house call, but Hobbs pulls him out of the ring. Paige has Shibata lined up for the buckshot. Hobbs provides a distraction, so Shibata gets a low blow and then locks on a cross arm breaker. We get Shibata has the arm breaker or is trying to lock it on completely. He's fighting with Hangman for it, while Swerve sends Hobbs into the steel steps. He then heads to the top rope and hits a swerve stomp as all the men are down, and we get a reset in the ring. Everyone is slugging out in the ring as all four men are there. We get Hobbs accidentally wiping out Shibata. Then we get a double rolling discus elbow by Swerve and Hangman to Hobbs as they start working together seamlessly. We get a fallaway slam into a 450 splash. It's like they're best friends. We get Paige with a kip up. Then we get Paige and Swerve. They go face to face. The crowd starts going louder, big pop for them finally going eye to eye. Hobbs interrupts, and he basically axes for them to put him through the table. So they slide to the outside, double powerbomb to Hobbs through the table. Then Hangman hits the buckshot lariat to Shibata. Swerve follows up with the house call. 1, 2, 3. Hangman and Swerve pick up the victory in this tornado tag. This was fun chaos, mindless at times, but I thought the parts with Swerve and Hangman working together and then interacting with one another were the highlight of this whole thing. And we did get somewhat of a tease of what the direction is moving forward, as we would hear from Hangman later in the show. Hangman Page was interviewed backstage by Renee Paquette, and he basically says that he is done with that, and now he's focused on what he's always focused on, the AEW World Championship. So whoever comes out, he said, Renee says hell's froze over with him teaming with Swerve, but he says winning the AEW World Championship is what's next for him, and it doesn't matter who wins tonight between Samoa Joe and Eddie Kingston. At World's End, he is coming to take his title back. What did you think about Hangman and Swerve versus the Opps and the interview with Hangman afterwards?
Judging by Hangman's interview, are we done with this?
I think that both guys are going to be gunning for the AEW World Championship. So,
did we really do all this for a fucking Winter's Coming match? Are you fucking serious? This is what we have done this nonsensical nonsense for? Holy shit. Did we ever get an explanation from Swerve?
Yeah. He basically explained. Huh?
What is that?
He basically explained on Collision that he came back and he's wants the AEW World Championship. That's why he's against the Opps. Why he's teaming with Hangman is that him and Hangman will never see eye to eye, but they have the greatest rivalry of all time, and he's grown to respect him now. So that's why he was willing to fight with him here. But he says this is the first and last time because he's more focused on the world title.
Oh my god. That might have made it worse. Holy shit. Yeah. Boo to all this. The mutual respect. Yes, mutual respect. I'm with you. Beautiful. Sure. Then he still burn down his fucking house? That's not how that works. You're respectful for people who fucking have a heated rivalry, a competitive rivalry, and then they come to love each other. Not fucking, I burned down your house and you almost choked my kid. That's not how that works. You don't have mutual respect after that. Good Lord. I put a syringe in your fucking mouth and hit you with a cinder block. Would you stop it? Enough. This is so fucking stupid, even for wrestling. Good Lord. Yeah, I didn't think the match was much either. I'll tell you the fucking truth. I've seen better tornado tags in AEW. I've seen better tornado tags with women. You would imagine Swerve and Hangman being two of the better wrestlers in the world, even though Swerve looks different these days, we'll say. Could have done a better effort than this. I was shocked. Damn. It was a tornado tag.
Yeah. It was.
That's how messy it was. You didn't even know it was a tornado tag. It is what it is. Yeah, I'm really bothered by this. And not because Swerve's a coon. I totally forgot that till just now. Goddamn shame.
We got Fitz, who says Bryan Danielson on commentary during this match was fire. He says it's clear winter is coming when hell already seems to have frozen over. He's getting good. He's getting good with the one-liners, I will say. I said last week with the Claudio Moxley and then that one.
Lord. It's just what I need. He's talking in TikTok quotes. Good Lord. Please don't.
Good Doer says Swerve and Hangman got to win the tag titles, right? I can see them versus Edge and Christian at All In.
Sure. I don't care. At this point, you've already ruined any sense of continuity. You might as well keep going. Fuck it.
Louisville says, can we get back to these two trying to murder each other?
Nah, I'm good on that. I've seen enough Swerve Hangman for my lifetime. That'd be like if you did Roman and Cody again. Oh, wait.
Mr. Town says, I'm all for Swerve versus Page again, but for the AEW World title.
I know I've been showing you guys a lot this episode, but can I ask, do you guys have any opinions that don't revolve around that cool thing before? Can we do that again? Any at all? Let me know. Any original thoughts you've ever had in life? Just write them down.
This is like, okay, so I'm gonna guess that this oh, am I frozen? Oh, I think I was frozen there for a second. I know this is probably a joke because I see the laughing emoji at the end, but he says the AEW World title scene has never been more in shambles. Were you here in 2022, sir? That was definitely more in shambles than this.
What is that?
That was Brawl Out and Punk's injury. Punk being injured, and then the interim AEW World Championship, then a undisputed champion being crowned, and then him losing the title a couple of days later, and then Punk doing the whole Brawl Out, and then him being suspended, and then they did a whole tournament to crown a new champion, and then Moxley was the champion, but only for 1 month because he dropped the title to MJF.
That's real life stuff. You can't account for that. This is written shit.
Anyway, we got backstage. Don Callis is here, and he says he is here to he's here to cry some more. Just because you stole my money doesn't mean that it is yours. He says he could sue them, take them to the poorhouse, but he would rather beat them up and take it back. He has Okada. He has Takeshita. He has Fletcher. He wants the Bucks to get a partner, grow a set, and face them next week in Manchester. What?
I have a question. Is Fletcher wrestling next week? Not in this match, is not, but is he wrestling next week in general?
I would hope so, because he's been the highlight for multiple weeks now.
Because that threw me for a fucking loop. He goes, I have Takeshita. I have Okada. I've got Hechicero. You're missing one, aren't you? You're missing a guy. triumvirate you have. This is fine. I gotta be honest. Give me a couple of fucking super kicks and a one-wing angel on Don Callis, and let's move on with life. Please and thank you. I'm over.
Fair. Now you want to talk about effective use of time. This is probably the most effective use of time on the entire show. Stokely Hathaway.
My man.
He has breaking news. The Bang Bang Gang have decided to be handsy with the tag team titles and handsy with FTR. People believe the most dangerous narcotic is out on these streets, but the most dangerous narcotic is this camera. Because people think they could get in front of this camera and they feel like they deserve something. They deserve TV time. They deserve championship gold. So next week in Manchester, at one of the biggest shows for AEW this year, you will be able to clear customs, but you won't be clearing them with any hardware because FTR will beat you and you are going to the back of the line. Top guys out.
Knocked it out.
Solid. As per always. So solid, in and out, done and dusted. Got over everything he needed to. Had a theme and all. Boy, oh boy. I'll be nice. Good promo. Keep up the good work.
It is official next week in Manchester, England. It will be FTR defending the AEW World Tag Team Championships against Austin Gunn and Juice Robinson, the Bang Bang Gang. That should be good.
If you say so.
Hey, this has been a good program. It's been, FTR just makes the most out of everything they do.
It's FTR. This program's going to be great. Best tag team ever. But I don't know if I want to see this fucking match. Sorry. It's Austin Gunn and Juice Robinson. What a T in a match. I mean, the last fucking Juice match I liked. The one with Jay White, right? Yeah, probably. FTR tags. Yeah. Sorry.
Exactly. FTR tags. There you go.
Yeah, not because of Juice. No disrespect.
Juice is great in those matches. What are you talking about?
Rank them. Rank their performances in those matches. Go ahead.
You're being rude. In the next Continental Classic matchup, it was Kyle Fletcher, who was undefeated in the Gold League so far at 2-0 with 6 points overall, versus Speedball Mike Bailey, who is 0-1 with 0 points overall. Renee says that Speedball is in a must-win situation. But while she says Kyle told her with certainty that the title was not leaving the Don Callis family, basically establishing that Kyle was very desperate here himself to maintain his undefeated streak and maintain his league in the Gold League after Okada picked up the victory earlier in the night. The bell rings and we get a tentative start to the matchup. Both men retreated to the corner of the ring before locking up. Kyle fakes giving a clean break, but then Bailey ducks the swing attempt. We get another lockup and then arm control by Fletcher. We noticed that Don Callis is not here on commentary, but he was here earlier for Okada, which was interesting. Fletcher takes a breather on the outside, and we get a nice little tornillo, acai moonsault dive from Bailey. We get "Let's Go Speedball" chants and "Cow Forever" chants. Bailey is back up off the ropes. He hits a missile dropkick. Bailey with a snap Rana to the floor as Fletcher delivers awesome facial expression. Back in the ring, we get Bailey goes to the top, but then Fletcher catches him and hits a Michinoku driver for 2. Probably the spot of the matchup is these two men fighting on top of a barricade. And we get Fletcher, who delivers a brutal looking body slam on top of the barricade, almost like a Michinoku driver on top of the barricade. And that's when we go to commercial break. And man, when we come back from break, we get a visual representation of this bump for the rest of the matchup of this gnarly mark on Speedball's back. And Speedball has never sold anything like this Michinoku driver on the barricade. He was selling it throughout the rest of the matchup. Bailey avoids a half and half. He delivers moonsault double knees. And man, he was killing Fletcher on all of these moonsault double knees. This is awesome, Chance. Big running kick from Bailey. He looks for the flamingo driver, but Fletcher fights out of it. Eventually, he eats a top rope Hurricane Rana from Bailey. Bailey goes up top for a shooting star press, but Fletcher gets his pretty pink boots up. Kyle fires up. He throws Bailey face first into the corner. Then a sit-out powerbomb only gets a 2 count. Fletcher proceeds to lose his mind and stomps the mullet of Bailey. Bailey tries to fight back with chops, but Fletcher is game and trades with him. Bailey chops Fletcher and then offers up a shot to Fletcher. And then Kyle goes in for the strike. He looks for the super kick, but Bailey is ready for it. He kicks the super kick out the way. They run the ropes a little bit, and then he hits a Spanish fly for a 2 count. Reversals are coming fast and furious in this one. Eventually, Bailey gets a very close near fall on the time adventure, but again, he gets a 2 count. He goes up to the top rope after the tornado kick in the corner, and he hits the Ultimo weapon for the first time in a singles matchup in AEW, but he gets a 2.99 when Fletcher barely like a body that's dead and on the corner just has a bit of life and it just fletches up. That was a great kick out, great sell of that. Fletcher to the floor. Bailey follows up. He goes for another Ultimo weapon on the floor, but Fletcher moves out the way and then hits an apron powerbomb. He sends Bailey into the ring. He hits a Luva kick, sheer drop brainbuster, but Bailey kicks out at 2.9. This crowd is going crazy at this point. Both men go up to the top rope. Bailey goes for a sunset flip powerbomb, but a roll-up only gets a 2 count. Fletcher gets a lariat, but then Bailey is able to reverse a second lariat into a rolling pond hold. 1, 2, 3, wrapping up the legs, and he pulls off the upset victory of the tournament so far. Speedball Mike Bailey pulling out the win like a buzzer beater as well with 19 minutes into the matchup, only 1 minute remaining in the time limit, and Speedball picks up arguably his biggest singles win in AEW since signing earlier this year. And Fletcher's sell and response and reaction to the loss was great as well. What do you think about Speedball Mike Bailey, Cal Fletcher in the gold lead? I thought this was sensational. What did you think?
Yeah, this was fucking fantastic. I'm looking at the comments, quite a few of you underselling it. Match of the night. Fucking y'all. I think this will be match of the tournament if I had to guess. No disrespect to Darby and Knight or Fletcher and Knight, or that's about it. Yeah, this is fucking fantastic. I loved every single bit of this. To me, this if the first time you saw Speedball was here, I can see how you could be a Speedball fan. So that means there's no real excuse for the rest of you. But for those of you who are new to the product, I completely understand. This was fucking fantastic. Fletcher grows and grows, pause by the day. And I really like the snap of his offense. It's something to it. It's like and not an upgraded, because that's disrespectful. An updated, we'll say an updated version of Ric Flair, where he's just kind of, I don't want to say incompetent wrestler, but he doesn't mind going 50-50 with people with no shoes. So that's got to count for fucking something. And as much as I like the body slam on the barricade, anytime he throws some fucking knees in somebody's face, Speedball does, it's my favorite spot. It just looks violent. Fletcher sells it by not moving, which makes it look worse.
Oh, the one on the apron where he holds the leg and then he sets it up and then he hits him so high on the neck, it looks like he engulfs his head. It was so awesome.
That was a great fucking match. I loved it. Yeah. 4.5. I'm with you, big man dogs. I usually don't go that high on TV matches. God damn, that was fucking great.
This was awesome.
Holy shit.
This was fantastic. Fantastic. Oh man, like definitely Speedball's best match in AEW, and up there with Fletcher in regards to one of his best matches of the year.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. I see some people trying to making little snide comments. You didn't feel this way about Fletcher before. It's not the same guy. I don't know what happened to this guy. I do know what happened to this guy, but I don't know what you want from me. You can't watch his first match with Ospreay and tell me this is the same guy. This guy has found his own style, his own snap, and his own body, which counts for something.
Which meant a lot to Jimmy. It meant a lot to Jimmy, guys.
Listen, how he got it is of no concern to me. I don't ask too many questions. Just show up with it. He fucking does. All right, you said it. Fair enough. Yeah, juice the fuck out. Good for you, sir. Absolutely. Use all the tools available to you. Fuck out of here. Good for you.
Yeah, he's been the MVP of the C2 so far. He was great last year as well, but man, he's taking it up a notch. We're seeing the difference between Kyle Fletcher at the end of last year when his body was first coming into proportion and till fully realized 1 year later, Kyle Fletcher.
Yes. Listen, the promo is still an issue for me. He's up there for as my best wrestlers in the world go. Yeah. He might be. He's not even fucking American. God damn, we ain't got shit. He's probably my favorite non-Japanese wrestler at the moment. I'll put it that way. I'm not taking him over Takeshita. I'm not taking him over EO. But everybody else, yeah, probably. Sorry.
Nice. I like that. Yeah, I agree with King Potato. Just let Callis cut the promos. Like, why do these people always need the guy to cut the pro? You got a great talker right next to him.
Yeah, we've lost the art of managers. We've definitely lost the art of valets. I need something in my life.
It's like there's basically practically no major valets really in wrestling.
Right.
There was Scarlett, but she was barely used.
Yeah. Sometimes you just need a bad bitch next to you. That's all your gimmick needs.
And they did that with Aleister Black, but they barely use him now. Ever since he got paired up with his wife.
Yeah, fucking Road Dogg's incompetent. We know this. I don't care what anybody says. AJ Styles a couple of years ago talking about you got to give him a chance. Vince was always shut up. He stinks. He's always
wasn't a couple of years ago. It was this year when everybody found out Road Dogg got rehired and everybody was complaining. And AJ went online and was like, "You guys got to give him a chance. It's not about him. It's about the people that's above him. He has to, please the people above him."
As he says comfortably from Monday Night Raw, "You fucking asshole." Give him a chance.
He did nothing wrong, guys. I swear. Oh dear. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with these guys, these wrestlers, always backing each other up? Backstage, we go and we see the Young Bucks. They guess that it is official for next week. They will face the Don Callis family in Manchester for all the money. They ask Luchasaurus if he wants to tag with them next week, and he grunts and points down the hallway to Kenny Omega's locker room. Kenny Omega comes out. They ask if he will team with them and offers him some of the money. Kenny says that is a lot of money, but he doesn't want the money because it is the Don Callis family, and he would do it for free. He says, so tune in, be there or be square, all that good stuff. Must bill you adieu. Goodbye and good night. Bang. So next week, it will be the Elite reuniting for the first time in 2 years as they will face the Don Callis family in a winner-takes-all trios matchup for $1 million on the Holiday Batch from Manchester. That should be a great match.
You put that picture back up. What is Matt Jackson even doing? What is this pose he's doing here?
He's trying to look tough. That's my guess. He's trying to look tough.
Look how much cooler Nick's like. Just hanging out. Nick's just hanging.
He's like, I'm not even going to look at the camera.
Oh, God damn it.
Nick, you knew Nick was cool when he did the Macho Man pose and made it work in 2021.
Yeah, that's why I started liking Nick. When I realized he was an actual dickhead. What's the FTR match at All In? What year is that?
2023.
They cut that video package beforehand about FTR being upset, and then Nick kind of chuckles to himself and goes, "We're better than they are." Dead serious, no gimmick, no nothing. Oh, he's a dickhead for real. Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, this match would be good, but yeah, if this is the end of it, that'd be great. I have my doubts.
Yeah, I need this to be the end of the money matches. I have my doubts about this being the end of Kenny Omega versus the Don Callis family. I thought about it earlier today. I really feel like Kenny Omega's greatest rival in AEW because of how longevity alone is Don Callis.
Isn't that a fucking shame?
He's had great rivalries. Hangman Adam Page and John Moxley. Those are great rivalries. Will Ospreay, that rivalry happened here as well. But, like, yeah, the Don Callis family, this has been endearing for years.
I gotta tell you the truth. You said Hangman. I went, yeah, that was great. And then you said some others, like, less great. I'm sorry. No disrespect. No disrespect of any kind. Omega's been a interesting case study in gigantic stars from Japan. I'm so very confused about what's going on with him. Aside of by just breaking down.
Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it.
So what? What that mean?
I don't understand why they book him to set up singles feuds that they have no intention of doing.
You don't use enough stroke around here, sir. And I don't understand why. There's no other star around here. You should just be doing shit.
Always doing shit.
Yes. Fuck them.
Finally, the main event of the show for the AEW World Championship, Samoa Joe defending against Eddie Kingston. Samoa Joe coming out with Hook in his corner. The bell rings and both men circle each other looking for an advantage. They lock up and Joe takes advantage, taking him to the corner. But Eddie with the reversal and he gives a clean break. Kingston with the side headlock, but Joe whips him into the ropes and Hook trips up Eddie right in front of the referee. What an idiot. He gets kicked out by the referee. Kingston with the side headlock, and he brings Joe down to a knee. Joe counters with a backdrop suplex. We get some jabs from Joe, and he ends up with an elbow to the head. Then Joe throws Kingston into the corner, and he follows up with some more elbows to the back. Kingston fires back. He hits a big bulldog before we go to a commercial break. We then come back during the commercial break. I watched on Triller TV. They started beating the shit out of each other. Just chop after chop, big forearm after forearm. And as you come back from break, that's what you get to see in the middle of where Joe's chest is getting red. Eddie is starting to get daisy and selling the beating. We return with Kingston sinking in some body blows. Kingston eggs on Joe, which proves to not be smart as Joe fires up and hits some forearms. Kingston strikes back with punches to the gut, and Joe runs into a lariat from Kingston as we get Eddie chants. The crowd was very much into this matchup. Joe struggles to his feet. Perhaps it was a ruse, though, as he feigns that he's dizzy, and then out of nowhere, he catches Eddie with the Uranagi. He would do that once again later in the matchup when he catches Eddie with a snap power slam, and Joe's just so good at just popping the hips and hitting the power slam so smooth. Joe with some knees to the face of Eddie, which only serves to fire up Kingston as he makes one final comeback. He goes for the knee, so Kingston goes back to the chops, wearing down Joe. Joe with some knees, but then Kingston falls to his knee. Joe runs the ropes and comes at Kingston, but Kingston catches him with the T-bone suplex cover, and Joe kicks out at 2.5. Joe fights back. He hits a AA and then busts out an STFU as he does the salute for John Cena in the process. Shout outs to his UPW training mate. Kingston bites the thumb of Joe to break the hold and then won't stop biting as Kingston then hits the DDT, but Joe rolls out of the ring. He's not able to capitalize and get the cover. Kingston goes out of the ring. He returns Joe back inside. straps are down and he goes for the Hurricane, but Joe is able to cut it off with a chop. Kingston then catches him with a cutter. He then looks for the Hurricane again, but he's not able to hit it. Joe locks on the Kakina clutch as a reversal. He fights Eddie down to the ground. Eddie tries to fight, but he just has no more will to keep going, and he taps out very slowly, very gingerly, and very hesitantly as Samoa Joe retains the AEW World Championship. I thought this was a really good brawl. I thought it really got better as after the commercial break heated up, and the crowd added a lot to this. And like I said earlier, we got a great if you go to AEW's YouTube channel, they have a great pep talk where Bryan Danielson showed love to Eddie Kingston for his effort here. But this felt like a bona fide, genuine Eddie Kingston performance for the first time since his return. What did you think?
Yeah, it was a very good match. Dragon earlier said it felt like a big fight deal, and it certainly did. As they were circling each other with their hands up, it felt like a big deal to me. I loved it. Tapping out. Listen, I'm here if we get more. I know people are mad about LA Knight tapping out. I've seen some people mad about this tap out. I'm here for a few more tap outs. Therefore, we can make the passing out all the more important. Because I feel like everybody passes out now. It just doesn't really work for me. But yeah, this was good. Joe was on his game. Kingston was a fiery babyface. Crowd was into all of this, which, I mean, I don't care about them, but I do care about them making the environment better, which I appreciated. Yeah, this all works for me. And I like getting Hook out of there early. This all works for me.
Yes. Yes, this worked on every level. This worked a lot better than I thought it would. Not to say that I didn't think this would be good, but I thought this was very good. I thought it would be good, but it was very good. And Eddie had a proper Eddie Kingston fiery baby face. He's one of a kind how he can get the crowd behind him and make them believe. Despite it being like Annika says, I wish it had a little bit more build. Me too. I wish Eddie would have probably got the pay-per-view matchup, honestly. But the crowd here was great. The crowd here was great, and I think they made the most of it, and they made them believe, at least for a second, that Eddie could possibly do it. And that's the charm of the Eddie Kingston character. Despite him being the most lovable loser ever, he always makes you believe he can win.
Yes, he makes certain people believe. Yes, it's very true. People who are easily deceived. Yes.
Not you. Big Man Dog says, always passing out is Mark behavior.
Too tough to pass. Too tough to tap out. Come on, man. My character wouldn't tap out.
Yeah, I would never tap out to any move like that. If I was booking Eddie Kingston, he would passed out. I never tapped out.
What about to Chris Benoit?
Never happened. It's been erased from history.
That's very true. All those ugly white boots.
What was worse, the ugly white boots or Shawn Michaels' tire at Elimination Chamber 2002?
Oh, sorry, Sean. It's the chamber. It's this dude with brown pants. Come on, man. Stop it. It's definitely those are fucking heinous. Oh my God. What's worse, dude with brown pants or Triple H biker shorts?
I think the Triple H biker shorts are worse because it's so attached to me in memory with that Elimination Chamber.
Definitely just the worst stretch of some of the biker shorts. The Chamber kicking out at fucking 2 against Goldberg. Just pure Triple H. Good Lord.
You are such a mark for yourself, sir. You are such a could you guys see Eddie winning the title next year?
No. Yeah, his time's passed, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I got a challenge for you.
Okay.
Name who you think will be the next 4 AEW World Champions. Samoa Joe's the champion right now. Who's your next 4?
Samoa Joe. Then we're going to Hangman Page again. It makes you sad, but I do think so. MJF. Will Ospreay. That's 3?
Yeah.
Kyle Fletcher.
That's what I would do too. I don't know about Joe. I could see them doing Swerve to MJF because they've never done Swerve and MJF. That's a feud that they've never done. I could see something like Swerve beats Joe and somehow he got the contract approved 1 week earlier but didn't tell anybody, and he cashes in his contract to beat Swerve to set up a rivalry with Swerve over the world title. I can see something like that.
So it doesn't matter when it is, as long as it's announced a week before.
Yeah.
So what if he just said, "I want the shot at World's End or whenever"?
He could do that.
A lot of people already announced the match.
A lot of people believe that's what we're going to get. A lot of people don't believe we're going to get the three-way with Swerve, Hangman, and Joe because they've done that already. They think that it's going to be MJF showing up either Manchester or the week after in New York. New York would make sense because he's from New York. He shows up there and he's like, I'm inserting myself to make this a four-way.
So he can't get a single shot if there's a match already announced? That's what I'm saying.
Or maybe he should announce that he has the winner. He faces the winner at World.
That's what I'm saying. How does that work? This is stupid. I hate it.
Yeah, I don't like the four-way idea. That's not my idea. I just seen it in the chat and I seen it online.
I hate the week thing. I hate it.
Me too.
First of all, what's announced when he won it? Yeah, it's terrible. It stinks.
Definitely stupid.
Lashley, it's over, sir.
Lashley. Yeah, I do agree with King Potate though. Like you said, I agree with your order of I think it'll be Swerve instead of Hangman, but MJF, Ospreay, Fletcher, that's the right order. That's the order that I would have. And I agree with King Potate. Then it will go Fletcher, Darby. Darby would be the next for me.
Still on this Darby.
Yeah. I'm still on.
Darby does not have.
I will let go of Eddie. I ain't letting go of Darby. Darby's still young.
Darby does not have the killer instinct politically to be a world champion. He just doesn't have it in him. I don't know why. He's just a good guy, I guess, but he doesn't have it. Go into the booker's office and say, it should be me. I should be the next guy. Or as Swerve would say, what do you need, boss? And then he's giving his marching orders. Ugh.
No, disagree. Darby's going to get his shine. He's going to get
over. Dion, you're right. Don't let
the
these people fucking bring you down.
I don't believe you. So we've made it to the end. You know what time it is. It's time to give our ratings for the show. What was your match of the night, your MVP, your LVP, your moment of the night? Whether you gave the show a thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle. Also, if you haven't already, we want to hear from y'all. Let us you can drop the thumbs up on this video, share this video, subscribe if you are new. If you're watching us on demand, you can also hit the subscribe button and comment down below and let us know what you thought about this week's AEW Dynamite. Now for me and Jimmy, for the December 10th, 2025 edition of AEW Dynamite, winter is coming in 3, 2, 1. Thumbs up across the board from both of us. Jimmy, what did you give the show out of 10?
I gave it an 8 out of 10. I really was not a fan of the first half of the show, but main event was really good, and then Fletcher and Speedball was splendid. People in Cage Match have lost their fucking minds. I just checked that. Good lord. But it was a very good match. A very good show. 8.
What is it on Cage Match?
Right now it's at 8.9. With the majority being a 10. Not the majority, but like the highest amount being a 10.
The most votes for a 10 out of 10.
Fucking egregious.
This was a 10 out of 10. But I did give it a 9 out of 10. I think it was a 9 out of 10 episode. I do give there was starts of the first hour of the show. I do agree that weren't the strongest, that is to say the least, but nothing that I egregiously hated on this show enough to kind of just bring it down that much. And I thought in-ring wise, this was one of the stronger shows of the year for AEW, outside of, like, of course, the GOAT, the best TV show they've had this year, Spring Break.
Thought the in-ring work was solid. Did you watch Mina move in the ring? Harley Cameron, Jack Perry,
You hate
TV Okada. What are we doing?
Jack Perry was good. I said he was good. I thought he was more Jungle Boy than Jack Perry here. We got 7.5 out of 10 from Power Driver Finisher. We got Chuck Berry. Thumbs up, 8 out of 10 for me. Good one. We got a 7 out of 10 for King Potate. We got 7.5 from Fitz. We got a 7.5 from Ace. We got an MVP for Willow, an LVP for Ricochet. What did Ricochet do? Is Ricochet on the show?
Fuck that guy. That's why.
Jesus. Jimmy, who is your MVP for the show?
Oi, I am going to go with Samoa Joe, who had a good promo and a good main event. And yeah, Samoa Joe.
Yep, I went co-MVP for Samoa Joe and Eddie Kingston. I thought they did a really good job with the promos leading up to it, and it made the main event feel bigger, and it made that with the crowd there as well, and they delivered in the main event. So I give it to both guys. LVP for the show.
Oh, that's a good question. I'm not gonna give it to women. Beating up on Mina a lot. We'll stop that for just half a second. Oh shit! Sorry, I am gonna give it to the woman. I'm gonna give it to the Triangle of Madness. Holy
that was mine as
shit.
well. That was mine as well.
Holy shit! The fuck did I do? Damn. All right. Good lord. Shit.
What you doing, dog?
Okay. I never heard
Triangle
of
of Madness. Triangle of Madness. The Triangle of Madness definitely needs to be LVP of the show. Match of the night easily, Speedball and Fletcher.
Yeah. Relative fucking ease. Holy shit.
What a performance. Moment of the night, Jimmy.
Damn, did I like any moments? No, we're gonna be nice. Willow, winning championship. Unless a championship she fucking deserves, but a championship nevertheless.
Willow and Harley being the first ever women's tag team champions is my moment of the night as well. All right, we've made it to the end of another edition of AEWramble. We will bring back.
Sorry, it's the most cringeworthy shit ever. Fucking Cody Rhodes. You gotta thank the main eventers for the house because back in the day, that's how you did it. Main eventers. I wonder why he would have an investment in that. Having the main eventers be thanked for the house. Oh, fuck that guy. I hate him so much. Triple H reincarnated. Good lord.
He said the Roman feud is as real as it gets. We know, sir.
It is.
We know.
I bet. I would imagine. How does this nigga work half the time you work in this rivalry? How does that work? He's twice as good as you are, mathematically speaking.
He only works half the time. He get paid more too? Damn.
Go.
Jimmy, we've made it to the end. We also got to let the people know that during the holiday season, we got a special video dropping, our annual video, where we put the AEW roster based on 2025 in a tier list. This is our popular video that we've dropped in 2023 at the end of the year, 2024 at the end of the year, and now we're dropping one at 2025. It's already recorded. It's going to be up during the holiday season. And you know what? We might actually drop this on Christmas since we're not doing AEWramble. I think that would be appropriate. Since we're not doing AEWramble on Christmas, the tier list will be dropping on Christmas Day. But what was kind of your what did you think about this year's tier list?
I thought it really pointed out the absurdly good year that Hangman has had as compared to everybody else, even the Moxleys and Mercedes of the world. Hangman is the rest of the year by far, not just in AEW. I can't even think of who his closest competition would be in WWE. Might be Becky. Put a gun to my head. She missed like 3 or 4 months.
Yeah. Yeah,
Great Hangman year.
it wasn't a great year for like any of the men, like the men's wrestlers of the year. Anybody that you would mention, they have like something that's against them. Like Seth, as far as accomplishments and push and booking wise, he probably had the best year out of everybody, but has a fake injury and then a real injury, and he also is an ineffective heel because he didn't want to stop being a babyface.
That always hurts. Gunther being worked against by his own fucking company, given Goldberg and Jey Uso, and who's the other one?
Goldberg, Jey Uso, and Pat McAfee in a matter of 4 months.
Do you not understand who I am? I'm the best motherfucker here. What's the issue? Yeah, you're the best motherfucker here. Make it work.
Dom is the breakout star from WWE, but as far as wrestler of the year, he's not pushed high enough to be wrestler of the year, and he doesn't have like an abundance of like great matches or great promos to kind of counteract the fact that he's not a main eventer quite yet.
Yeah, Cena wasn't great in the ring, or character-wise this year.
Yeah, the heel run negates Cena. There is multiple people, I will tell y'all, on our awards as well as Sports Illustrated's award that are voting for John Cena as wrestler of the year.
Aww.
And I just said, this is great. We should just rename it to Lifetime Achievement Award.
Punk can't fall back on a great feud this year, which he usually has every year. Not this year. Good Lord. Seth Rollins ruins everything. I should put that on a t-shirt somewhere. Yeah. I can't think of one guy. Cody would be the guy, but this year Triple H finally came around and realized it's probably not the guy.
This is probably not the spot for you. We're gonna put you over here.
At the spot for you.
It's not the spot for you.
Honestly, the person who makes the strongest argument for Hangman not to be men's wrestler of the year is not in this country. It's Mystico. It is. It just is. He's like CMLL sold over 1 million tickets this year. Like they just sell out every one of those Arena Mexico shows. They've been doing it for months. So
good for him.
Yeah. All right, we've made it to the end. We'll talk more year end and we'll do a better 2025 next week. But Jimmy, let the people know where they can follow you on social media and when they'll see you again.
On Twitter, where I will be attempting to be the second biggest Mina Shirakawa hater because Fitz clearly number one. Holy shit.
That is a wild statement. I'm sick of this Mina slander.
Get pink hair the fuck out of here. Enough. We'll be hot and pretty somewhere else.
Hot and pretty. This is ridiculous.
We got grappling going on over here. This is not a fucking strip show. Beat it. With the bricks. See Statlander putting them.
I'm done. I'm over it. No, I'm over it. I'm not done with this. You can follow me on the Twitter machine at TrueLSB3. You can follow the gang Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at TrueLE. Check out all the great content we got on the channel. And on Patreon, we got our ROH Final Battle 2025 review that should be dropping today. Check out our WWE NXT Deadline review that's up here on the channel. I will be back tomorrow at 1:05 p.m. Eastern Time with our WWE Saturday Night's main event preview with me and Maggie breaking down the matches for this Saturday for John Cena's final match. So see you then for that. But for Jimmy, it is me, your True Hill Phenom, SP3. This has been AEWramble, episode 228, Champions of Wrath. We are signing off until next time.
When Harley's the third best wrestler out of 4,